already covered features of the stock exchange, if you remember, right? Yes or no? Have you remembered, or you all are forgot now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then today we will talk about the BSc NSC and try to make it in a comparative study so that we have a clear picture of this. Now, BSc and NSE are the two major stock exchange of India. Now, one BSE is acclaimed as the Asia's largest stock exchange, oldest stock exchange, whereas NSE is called as the largest stock exchange in terms of capitalization. BSE is the oldest, acclaimed as the oldest one, but NSE is acclaimed as the largest one in terms of capitalization. Bombay Stock Exchange is began with the Stockbroker Association in the year of 1975. The Native Share and Stockbroker Association, it was the first named in the year of 1875, and it was propounded by the British East India Company. And they were, helping the Gulf War and American Civil War. That's why the stock exchange was started in the year of 1875. It is more than 100 years. The NSE National Stock Exchange, it was its biggest stock exchange in terms of market capitalization, but it was begun in the year of 1992 after the establishment of SEBI. SEBI nationalized before NSE was started. So this is what a brief history. Now came to the differentiation of NSE and BSE. As one differentiation, I have already told you that NSE is one of the largest stock exchange in terms of capitalization, and it is the first stock exchange which is automatically worked. It was introduced with the automated trading system and all, whereas BSE, it is acclaimed as the oldest stock exchange of Asia, but with a legacy of high-speed trading over here, maximum number of registered companies also in BSE. When NSE as the electronic trading was incorporated with this, so that's why it was normally promoting the electronic stocks and paperless trading system. Whereas BSE came along with the electronic trading system way back in 1995. 1875 रे start होला, but electronic trading system 1995 रे आसिला. जोटिके NSE को electronic trading system with an initiation ही अच्छे, that was from the 1992. In the global stock exchange, NSE stands in the 11th position, whereas BSE stands in the 10th position in global ranking. NSE had the lead segment in monopolized it, and BSE investor trade को हमें BSE enhance करूँ. NSE is more probably traded with the equity stocks, and BSE was more probably traded hybrid stocks. NSE stock indexes are called Nifty, and BSE stock exchanges indexes are called Sensex. Now, what do you understand by index? Index is the measurement parameter. ଯେମିତି ଆମେ morning walk କରୁଛୁ, then ଆମେ ଘଣ୍ଟାରେ ଦେଖୁଛୁ କେତେ କିଲୋମିଟର ଚାଲିବୁ. So that was called index for the measurement of your walking. Seମିତି index for the measurement of the stock is called BSE रहला Sensex, and NSE रहला Nifty. How to identify the stock exchange, the value of the stock? ये जो हमें कहूँ index value जेमती हमें कहूँ Sensex ର value आजिका date रे Sensex coal Sensex ର value है एतुले. How to identify that? Anyone? Any idea? Now the most traded coal companies जो मन रहुचंते, out of that coal companies, out of all the 30 best top companies जो market share रहेगा, market value share value रहुची, weighted average cost of the total is called the Sensex value of that particular product for that particular day, and it is changes according to the market price of the individual value changes. Nifty रो भी same रहुची, 30, 50. NSE was recognized as the stock exchange in 1993. Due to BSE, it is recognized in 1957. Now, what is trading and settlement? If you remember, I told you trading and settlement processes. This procedure include 5 different stages. First one, selecting a broker or sub-broker. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. It is audible.
Okay. So it is having 5 different stages. Stage 1 is called selection of a broker or sub-broker. Then stage 2, opening of a demat account. Stage 3, placing orders. Stage 4 is execution of the orders, and stage 5 is settlement. It ପାଞ୍ଚଟା different stages. Selection of broker and sub-broker କଣ ପାଇଁ? Because ମୁଁ first ରୁ କହିଛି stock market is associated with the high amount of risk and uncertainty. High amount of risk and uncertainty କଥା କହୁଛୁ, there must be intermediation who will give you the expert opinion as an expert opinion. So as a layman, when someone will enter to the stock exchange to invest his surplus money, so in that time period, he has to choose a broker or a sub-broker or a brokerage agency. Even in a bank also, they are acted as an intermediation. So he has to find out a person who is expertise in this particular buying and selling and trading of the shares or securities. Once you are finalized, you have to come to the second stage. Stage 2 is called opening of a demat account. Now, referring to the demat account opening, it is highly essential because this account is account which can hold and trade your electronic securities. So the securities which has been traded in the market, these are not physical securities, these are all electronic securities. So for that, you need a demat account through which the trading is being occurred. So remember, in India, there are 2 depository participants. One is called NSDL and second one is called CSDL. So demat account has to be has to be a part of these 2 depository systems. So participants either CSDL under or NSDL under. NSDL is National Depository Services Limited. CSDL is Central Depository Services Limited. It will forward to the third stage, that is placing of order. Now, what do you understand placing of order? Placing of order means as an individual you want to buy. Upon a demat account, now it is procedure came when actual buying and selling was being offered. It is how the ABC company that share open for the general public. He has placed his shares for the general public now. As a layman, you want to buy the securities. Now, the intermediary channel, whoever the intermediary channel, he was guided you and tried to, bring to your knowledge about the transaction and subscriptions and transactions. Subscriptions कहले कौन बुझे? Subscription है से share. Transaction है कौन बुझे? जितना तुमने subscription का order करो. You place an order of the subscription. That means after placing the order, your transaction will start. So transaction, if the company shares value is like 130 or 150 rupees, you will buy and upon the account deduct and the number of unit of shares that has been bought by you. The transaction was clearly shown you with an app and all. So that is called placing of order. Here, the broker or sub-broker, whoever the intermediation, he is playing a vital role. He was suggesting which stocks are being, advisable to buy or where to not to buy, what should be the ideal products available in the as a subscription in the market. So see detailing placing orders for it. Came to the fifth stage, that was for the execution of offers. Now execution of orders means what? Within 24 hours of your subscription, subscribe to buy a particular product. So within that 24 hours, the subscription was activated. The documentation contains all kind of transactions like number of shares transacted, whatever the price is, the price has to be mentioned, date, time, the transaction, and the brokerage amount, etc. Everything was noted down over this particular order. And the contract note is an important document. Why? It was, if there is any legal dispute between the between the buyer and seller or maybe the intermediation, it will be evidence of the transaction. So it will contain some unique order codes, which is assigned by the stock exchange, which can help you if there is any kind of legal dispute which being occurred in the future case of action. Came to the fifth one, that was called settlement. ଯେମିତିକି ଆଗରୁ ବି ଆମେ ପଢିଥିଲେ settlement is of various type. ଆଜିକା date the T1 settlement ବି ହେଲାଣି. Date settlement means like if I want to sell my product, same way I have to place an order to sell the product. Either it was in form of unit, basically it was form of unit. If you place in terms of money like 20,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees, if it was fractional, এটা যদি আপনার ইউনিট প্রাইস এর ফ্র্যাকশনাল লিখবো তাহলে যেতেବେଳେ সেটা ডিডক্ট হচ্ছে পয়সা আপনার ইউনিটটা আপনার গোটে রাউন্ড হবো কিনা ডিডক্ট হবো দ্যাট মিন্স ইফ ইউ প্লেস ফর 20,000 it will came like 90,280 rupees. So here the unit price is being total up round up. যদি আপনার পয়সা রাউন্ড অফ হবনি আপনার ইউনিট প্রাইসটা রাউন্ড অফ হবো. The settlement was in different type based on what kind of product you are opting. There are certain number of products in the tax saving products such the product which are dealt with the forward settlement T plus 9 future date of course it will be settled. In the normal to trade the normal tradings are there, that was specifically T1 or T2 patent and the product which are public basically government products right T2 products will be patent day. T2 means what? Trading day. That means the day when you place an order. In that day or after a day, it will be clear. Fine. Jadi apna say day re, then apna late as re, subscription dochun that I want to sell this amount of unit of amount. তাহলে কোন হবে না আপনাদের সেম ডে প্রসেস না হই পারে সেকেন্ডারি প্রসেস হবে but second day it will be clear, but it will when the money is came to an account it will require 1 more day or 2 more days. That is called T2 settlement pattern. Now came to the next one, that is called what is listing of securities. Agote tamari third unit achi listing of securities kon listing कौन है जमते कि हमें inclusion कथा कुछ financial inclusion पंजीकरण financial पंजीकरण अपन माने बोर्ड देबे you have to be listed पंजीकरण. So that was called listing of securities. Listing of securities means register the company under this Security Exchange Board of India. It means the name of the company is being registered under the stock exchange, either it is on a BSE or NSE, whatever. There are certain terms and conditions that the company has to follow. Okay. So the company has to fulfill the conditions of the Company Act, and the company has to offer the shares or debentures to the public for the subscription. And the company will be allowed to list its securities in the stock exchange. For listing shares in the stock exchange, a company must have minimum of 5 crore rupees as its equity capital is 60%. So there are 3 koti tanga to be offered to the public. That are minimum. So so objective of listing question to what are the different objectives of listing? Objective first listing is providing security to the liquidity of the security. So it was open 24/7 for buying and selling. That's why liquidity is very high. Second one is provide a mechanism to effect the control and supervision of trading. So listing the kamala once you've been listed, then if there is any kind of unethical practices was being made, or it was a delay in settlement, or what it was delay in court case likha hai. So delay in settlement, if there is something like this, then what you have to do, you have to go for effective control and supervision of trading. Then to mobilize the savings of economic development. So it is definitely when I told you that listing of securities, the inflow of money is very high. When inflow of money is very high, then economic development certainly happens. And to provide free negotiability in stocks, if there is any negotiability offered by the company, then it is negotiability be by the ability to raise the funds for the further capitals. That means this particular market is always raise the funds. So more and more capital can be formed in this particular criteria. ତାପରଟା ହେଲା eligibility criteria କଣ ରହୁଛି? There are different eligibility ରହୁଛି. First one is applicant company. କେମିତି ଆପଣ listing କରିବେ? ଯେମିତି ମୁଁ ଆଗରୁ ବି କହିଛି listing ମାନେ ହେଲା କଣ? ନା ଆପଣ ନିଜ company କୁ register କରୁଛନ୍ତି. So there are certain steps that you have to follow. So steps कौन रहुचे ना applicant company desire of getting listed should compile with the required eligibility criteria as prescribed. कौन रहुचे minimum eligibility criteria? Minimum eligibility criteria रहुचे minimum post issue, paid off capital of the company shall be like 10 crore rupees for IPOs and 3 crore rupees for the FBOs. ମାନେ ସେଇଠି ତାର IPOs ଖୋଲୁଛି initial public offering ତାର minimum ଟା 10 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ହେଇଥିବ. ଯଦି further offering ଖୋଲୁଛି stock market ରେ ତାହେଲେ 3 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ହେଇଥିବ. 10 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ସେ କୋଉଠି ଖୋଲିବ? new issue market ରେ ଖୋଲିବ. further issue market କୁ ଯଦି ଆସୁଛି ତାହେଲେ ସେ for INR 3 crores rupees is the minimum. ତାର ଅଧିକାରେ ହିଁ ସେ investment କରିବ. The minimum size issue size shall be in between shall be minimum to have 10 crore rupees and minimum market capital. Yes.
Ma'am, can you please can you explain the first point again, ma'am? The minimum post issue.
Which one? Which one? Which one?
The minimum post issue paid up capital of the company shall be.
The minimum post issue paid up capital means what? Like a company, in a very layman word, if a company is really looking forward to open his shares in the market of new issue market, ତାହେଲେ ତାର minimum post issue means ତାର ଯୋଉ product ସେ issue କରିବ ଯେମିତି କି ତାର ଗୋଟେ company wants to open the share for the new venture. ତ ସେ new venture ରେ କେତେ ବି ଟଙ୍କା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଦରକାର ପଡୁ but you have to be go along with the minimum of 10 crore rupees. ତାର post issue paid off means what? ଆପଣଙ୍କ company ଯେମିତି 10 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କାର paid off କରିପାରିବ like ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ 10 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କାର either ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ land or accessories ଏମିତି କିଛି ଥିବା ଦରକାର ଯୋଉଟା କି ଆପଣଙ୍କ paid off ହେଇପାରିବ post issue ରେ. If there is any settlement issues came, right? जोटा कि आपण बिकी पारिबे in a future course of action. देखो जेतले हमर companies कोनोसी भी FPOs की IPOs खोलुची एटा for expansion. Company already is a established company. एमती नहीं कि company पाखे 10 crore rupees का assets नहीं. But that assets he cannot expend in one particular venture. जैसे एटा से देखियो जेमती तरंतु आपण गोटे simple जिंस example होला आपण को foreign जिबार अछि आपण को US जिबार अछि. US ର ଟିକେଟ वगैरह ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କେତେ ପଡୁଛି around 1 lakh to 1,50,000 ଭିତରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ସବୁ arrangement ହେଇଗଲା ମାନେ immigration US ଯିବା ପାଇଁ କି ସେଠି ରହିବା 1.5 lakhs ତ US କଲା ବେଳକୁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ visa processing ବେଳେ US government ସେଠି paper work ହବ ସେଠି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ କହିବେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ account ରେ minimum 3 lakhs rupees as a security amount ରହିବା ଦରକାର. Now so 3 lakhs rupees କାହିଁକି for an example ଆପଣ US ଯାଇଛନ୍ତି for any difficult situation you have to come back, so you have to buy your ticket. Minimum ସେତିକି ପଇସା ଯୋଉଟା କି ତାଙ୍କର PPP ତାଙ୍କର ଯୋଉ purchasing ability ଯୋଉଟା ରହୁଛି ତାଙ୍କର consumption ability ଟା କେତିକି ନା ଗୋଟେ ମୁଣ୍ଡ ପିଛା ଲକ୍ଷ ଟଙ୍କା କି 1.5 ଲକ୍ଷ ଟଙ୍କା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟ ରେ ଥିବ. ସେମ୍ ଜିନିଷ ଇଏ କହୁଛି କଣ ଯଦି ଆପଣ 10 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କାର ସେୟାର ଇସ୍ୟୁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି minimum ଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ assets ଥିବା ଦରକାର 10 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କାର ଯଦି କୌଣସି ପ୍ରକାର settlement issues ହଉଛି ଆପଣ post issue ରେ paid off କରିକି capital ଟା return କରି ପାରିବ. So next one is minimum issue size that was 10 crore rupees and minimum market capitalization 25 crore rupees ଆପଣ ଏତିକିରେ କରିବେ ବାଧ୍ୟ. Default in companies with listing agreements shall not be done by applicant promote to the group of companies. ଆପଣ ଯଦି cancel ହେଇଯିବ listing. So there are certain criteria that you have to fulfill. First ହେଲା କଣ ଆପଣ Security Exchange Contract Regulation Act 1965 को satisfy करिवे. Security Contract Regulation 1957 को satisfy करिवे. Security Exchange Board of Contract Act को 1992 को satisfy करिवे and Company Act 2013 जोटा कि हमर latest Company Act ଆମେ कहूଛୁ ताको satisfy करिवे. Then we could enter to the listing scenario. Then permission to use the BSc, name of a BSc listing process by the issuing company आपनको परमिशन दरकार कोन ना आपण बीएससी रे निजे को लिस्टिंग करिवे सो बीएससी प्रोडक्ट लेखा हबो so for that you taking a permission from SEBI for the required documents are there and they have to fulfill तापर कोची submission of letter of application ROC को एटा deposit करिया पड़ियो ROC हेले कि registrar of company registrar of the company who is the higher authority of the stock exchanges he was accepted once he has accepted the letter of application then आपनकर transaction start हो allotment of securities as the listing of agreement a company is required to complete the allotment of securities within 30 days of date of closure of the subscription list of public आपण जो allotment करिवे धर आपण आपनको 30% शेयर allot करचंती कि 10% करचंती 5% शेयर आपण allot करचंती that should be within 30 days that अधिक करिवे नहीं trading permission after the completion of allotment within 7 working days the issuer company has to complete the formalities of trading then the requirement of security 1% security amount has to be designated to the stock exchange before the opening तो आपनकर 1% शेयर कहा पाखरे रहबोनी stock exchange पाखरे रहबो as a designated जेंते mortgage भी कहि परंते तो अलगा word रे listing fees कोन हम सेटा डिटेल देखि देबे एठी रखि छी companies with listing agreement BSE NSE detail अपन listing करि परबे process are very similar to each other what are the documents that you have to furnish what are the conditions that you have to furnish conditions could write dekhundu provide facilities for the direct transfer registration subdivisions consolidation of the securities so upon directly registration kar paribe send proper notice to the closure of transfer of the product with the journal or book of the record of date forward to copies kaha ko debe annual report balance sheet debe profit and loss account kaha pake deposit kare BSE pake deposit kare apun de listing kare chante to be fair shareholders pattern and financial result quarterly basis अपन जेते भी अपन shareholders अछन तांको समस्त को अपन patterns and financial results का quarterly basis चढ़े को बाध्य to intimate stock exchange the happening which are likely to be materialized and affect the financial performance of the company and its stock prices so the stock अपन organization ऊपर कौन सी materialistic effect पड़ुची जेंति there is a huge earthquake and your company was the head office was being damaged like your production house is being damaged thing जोटा कि कंपनी ऊपर materialistic effect पकेबो materialistic effect मान तार financial performance रे effect पकेबो तार production रे effect पकेबो तार manufacturing रे effect पकेबो so that you have to intimate to the all customers who are there बुझिए ना and the conditions has to be compared with the corporate governance अपन governance को भी हाथ रे रखिबो conditions गुडा निजे पढ़ी देबे listing conditions गुडा को जेमति कि 10 लाख टका minimum टा 10 कोटी टका अछि आपनकर IPOs 25% of prospectus has to be offered minimum subscription receipts applications एगुडा आपण minimum रखि परबे निजे पखरे capital structure of the company should be broad based आपण सेटा को लुचै परबेनी capital structure टा को hide कर परबेनी if you really looking forward to open the shares for the public minimum issued capital must be 3 कोटी टका जोटा कि FBO रे आपण करिवे तापर there must be at least 5 years holding and for every rupees 1 lakh fresh issue of the capital 10 shareholders अपन पाखरे रहिबा दरकार so listing conditions गुडा को अदर किछ बुझिबार नहीं मो नोट शेयर कर देबे तन टाइप ऑफ लिस्टिंग क्वेश्चन तो जोटा हम बुझिबा कथा हम सेडा से पढौ छी बिकॉज़ बेस जाहले भी सारीबार अछि जोगुडा में essential points सेडा बुझि दउची टाइप्स ऑफ लिस्टिंग ऑफ सिक्युरिटीज रे हम पांच प्रकार लिस्टिंग ऑफ सिक्युरिटीज अछि देखतो Total initial listing, total listing for the public issues, listing for the right issues, listing for the bonus shares, and listing for the merger and amalgamations. Initial issues कौन है जो first time of stock exchange issues होची जो हम बहुत तरह पढ़ी सरलुनी so that was for initial issues or initial listing जहाँ कौन कहबो when a company our listing of public issues कौन रहला when a company which have been listed the shares for the stock exchange for the public so general public ପାଇଁ ଯେତେ ଆପଣ issue କରୁଛନ୍ତି that was the your listing of the public issues listing of the rights issues when the company has already been listed and the stock issues now required to identify with the existing shareholders fine ତାମାନେ ମୁଁ already ମୋର share issue କରିଛି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆଉ ଥରେ issue କରୁଛି କେବଳ ମୁଁ ମୋର share holders ମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ issue, that is my rights, that is the right issue. Then listing of bonus issues. Bonus issues are when the listed companies have a stock exchange capitalization and have a huge amount of profit. Then they have to share the bonus along with the existing shareholders. Listing for the merger and amalgamation when the amalgamated companies issued new shares to the shareholder. Amalgamated company for money. What do you understand by amalgamation, Pilamana?
When a
What do you
company
understand
get
by amalgamation?
for the growth of two company get merged.
Growth of two companies get merged is amalgamation or merger.
No, madam.
Please tell. Yes, anyone else? Amalgamation, and what is the difference between merger and amalgamation? What is the difference between merger and amalgamation?
May merger means when a weak company get took over by the company who is getting more profit.
Merger means similar kind of producing company merging with
But
a similar kind
amalgamation
of
when
share. Yes,
yes.
I'm talking just giving you example of merger. Merger is similar kind of product producing company when merged together with a similar stocks. That is called a mutual understanding, and where both the companies are not losing their identity.
Yes,
तो आपण भावुचे ना अदर किसी सिक कंडीशन थिबो नै एटा का प्रॉफिट मेकिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रहबो डेटा का प्रॉफिट मेकिंग कंपनी they want to go for the internationalization अपन कहि परिबे or globalization and want to sell their product in both the countries सेतरे से माने merger करछन merger हैला कोन डेटा का growth making company हितबो similar kind of product बनौथिबे and ताको परस्पर निजे निजे देश बिकिया चाहते that is called merger. Amalgamation है कौन जोटा अपन कहते there is a sick company and there is a growth making company. Now the sick company was amalgamated by the growth making company or profited company. And so in this particular scenario, in various terms and conditions, the sick company loses its identity and amalgamated by the second one. बुझी होची जे हायर कंपनी थिबो जे हायर प्रॉफिटेबल कंपनी थिबो सेटा स्टॉक गुडा किनी नबो and more than 50% more than 70% स्टॉक जेतले आपण किनी नउचंदी तो इनिशियल कंपनी जे सिक कंपनी अछि सेटार आइडेंटिटी लॉस करूची. Got it? So when amalgamated company issues new shares to the shareholders of the amalgamated company, such shares are being listed. So the amalgamated company आरो कंपनी को शेयर इश्यू करूची जोटा कि ताको अमालगेट करिची ताको भी हम लिस्टिंग भितरे नउचू ताको स्टॉक लिस्टिंग ऑफ मर्जर एंड अमालगेशन. प्रोसेसेस ऑफ लिस्टिंग कोन रहूची ना फर्स्ट है सर्टिफाइड कॉपीज ऑफ द मेमोरेंडम एंड आर्टिकल ऑफ एसोसिएशन रेड herring prospectus montibo prospectus and agreement with underwriter has been identified. All particulars reading with the capital structure. Then copies of the advertisement is offering to the security market. Sell during last 5 years. Copies of the balance sheet and audited account. Everything has to be published. Specimen copies of the share debentures, certificate and letter of allotment. It will be upon the procedure before. A brief history of the company that you have to show in the stock exchange, even in your website also, and your prospectus also. Details of share debenture issued in the consideration of the cash. अच्छा दीपक
मैं मोटे specimen copies of shares
गोटे मिनिट रे मां एइटा को तो मैं होस्ट कर देजे जोटा रश्मि आदर्श से फोटो मतलब हां सेटा कर दे तो तमे जाओ हां कोन कहउथिले कहले
Ma'am, what is the fifth number point? Specimen copies of shares and debentures.
Specimen copies of the shares and debenture. ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯେମିତି ଆପଣ ଡିବେଞ୍ଚର ଖୋଲିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ କି ସେୟାର ଖୋଲିବା ପୂର୍ବରୁ ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ ସ୍ପେସିମେନ୍ କପିଟା ଆଗେ ଦାଖଲ କରିବେ କୋଉଠି ନା ଷ୍ଟକ୍ ଏକ୍ସଚେଞ୍ଜରେ ଫର ଆପ୍ରୁଭାଲ सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ लेटर सर्टिफिकेट टा पाइला पले अलॉटमेंट लेटर सर्टिफिकेट पाइला परे ही आपण जेकी शेयर ओपन कर परिबे बुझी पड़छन सेटा जेमति कि हम कहूछु कोटे आपण प्रोजेक्ट करंतु बट प्रोजेक्ट टा आसी कि हमको आगे स्पेसिमेन कॉपी देखांतो हमें जदी ताको ओके करूछु ताहले ही आपण प्रिंट आउट बाहर करके ना साको सबमिट करिवे ओबे बुझी पड़छन स्पेसिमेन कॉपी इज एक्जेक्टली लाइक दैट आपण जो शेयर इश्यू करिवे ता टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन रखबे ना ओटे शेयर तो सेमति इश्यू होनी the share is being
Yes, ma'am.
came along with the terms and conditions. So this terms and condition has to be approved by the higher authority, by the ROC, register of the companies. ସେଥିପାଇଁ କି ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେଠି ଆପଣ ଗୋଟେ specimen copy ଦେବେ, then there is a letter of allotment that was been came for you. Then the letter of the specimen copy is accepted. ତାପରେ ଆପଣ open କରିପାରିବେ. ଯଦି reject ହେଲା ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ specifications ଥିବ କଣ changes କରିବାର ଅଛି that you have to do. Return of shares and debenture issued to in consideration of cash. Then statement showing distribution of shares. Eta apno dekhebo distribution of shares kemti hoche. Any agreement, if there is any agreement, financial institution that you have to meet. Now this is what listing fees. Right? As I have told you, I will show you. जिंदगी नहीं जानतो आपनकर initial listing fees 20,000 अपन कोनोसी भी company when you enter to the stock exchange this 20,000 that you have to pay which is a complete drain out तापरे up to 100 crores of rupees अपन जदि stock open करूचंती ताहले it was you have to pay if it is a exclusive stocks then you have to pay 3 lakhs rupees to the stock exchange जदि एटा commonly listed company माने आपण समस्तଙ୍କ पय ओपन रखछंती then 2 lakhs 60 rupees 60,000 now you can ask a question madam exclusive कौन exclusive होले जेंति कि म कहबी मोर एटा राइट इश्यू रे म देबी त माने मोर जो माने प्रीवियस स्टॉक माने किनि चंती I only offer to them तले मेरेला स्पेसिफिक म कहबी केवल म्यूचुअल फंड कंपनी को म बिकिबी that is exclusive ମୁଁ କେବଳ ବ୍ୟାଙ୍କ କୁ ବିକିବି that is exclusive ବୁଝିହେଉଛି ଯଦି ଆପଣ exclusive କୁ ଯାଉଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ 3 ଲକ୍ଷ ଦେବେ ଯଦି commonly open ରଖୁଛନ୍ତି 2 lakh 60 above 100 crores up to 200 crores 3.4 above 200 crores to up to 300 crores 4.4 lakhs above 300 crores to 400 crores 5.35 lakhs and above 400 to up to 500 that was 6.55 lakhs that you have to deposit ଯଦି 500 ରୁ ନେଇକି 1000 କୋଟି ଟଙ୍କା ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଆପଣ share open କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ 6,60,000 rupees and an additional listing fee of 4,020 for every increase of 5 crores ବୁଝି ପାରୁଛନ୍ତି ଏଇଟା ଆପଣ listing fee ଦେବେ ତାପରେ 5 କୋଟି ଯେମିତି ବଢେଇବେ ଏଇଟା ଆପଣ add କରି ଯିବେ so this is called listing fee 10 ସେମିତି 10 ଆପଣ 1000 crore ରୁ ଯଦି ଅଧିକା listing କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ ଆପଣ fee ଦେବେ କେତେ ନା 10,95,000 ଆଉ ପ୍ରତି addition of listing ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର 5 crore ର listing ଯଦି ଆପଣ add କରୁଛନ୍ତି share add କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତାହେଲେ 4,600 ଟଙ୍କା add କରି ଯିବେ plus taxes or whatever taxes are there ବୁଝିହେଲା okay ତାପରେ ଆମେ ପଢିବା କଣ depository system what is depository system ନା ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ transfer କରୁଛୁ ମାନେ ବହୁତ simple ଜିନିଷ ବୁଝି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଧର ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ layman ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ product କିଣୁଛି market ରୁ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ share କିଣିବି ତ ମୁଁ କଣ କରିବି share କେମିତି କିଣିବି ନା ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ସେ broker ଖୋଜିବି ଗୋଟେ app ଖୋଜିବି ସେ app through ରେ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ prescription ଦେବି କି ମତେ ଏତିକି ଟଙ୍କାର share କିଣିବାର ଅଛି ସେଟା ଯେତେବେଳେ ପଇସାଟା ମୋ ପାଖରୁ transfer ହଉଛି allotment ହଉଛି scripts ମତେ ସେ particular process ଟା ହଉଛି depository system through fine so here there is no physical process ସବୁ ଯେତେ ଆମର କଣ ନା electronic transfer ହଉଛି so depository system is activated when someone is placing an order to get a subscription up till to settlement fine ମୁଁ ମୋର subscription ପାଇଁ କି ଦେଇଦେଲି till settlement ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ କଣ ହଉଛି ନା ମୋର depository system active ହେଇକି ରହୁଛି now there are 4 different type of depository system or 4 players ରହୁଛି depository system ର first ହେଲା କଣ ना फर्स्ट हला डिपोजिटरी ता काम करिवो तापर द पार्टिसिपेंट्स आर वर्किंग देन द फाइनेंशियल बेनिफिशियरी ओनर भी रहिबे एंड द इश्यूअर रहिबो depository key depository is a firm wherein the security is like an investor to hold electronic funds and who carries transactions for the securities. It means of book entry and all. It is काम केमती होची NSTL and CSTL जेमती ଆମେ दुईटा depository system जानतु एमानकर काम होला कोन एमाने स्पेसिफिकली आपनको पैसा केमती ट्रांजैक्शन हबो को ट्रेड सिस्टम को जिवो केमती सेटल्ड हबो सेटा को semane carry forward करिवो. And this particular system was established in the year of 1999 because when there is enhancement of BOLT, that is Bombay Online Trading System, so the NSTL and CSTL involvement are brought here. Now, these particular systems are being traded and promoted by stock exchange himself. And there are various banks like Bank of Baroda ho ki apankara State Bank of India ho HDFC Bank nationalized bank ho private banks ho mane samast NSTL and CSTL ro franchise neichanti and they will work for that semane authorized dealer right apan jore demat account ta koi kholibe apan jibe CSTL ne there is no requirement to go for CSTL apan HDFC bank ra account ache apan sethi apan trade ta kari paribe. এটা হলা ডিপোজিটরি ର କାମ participants କାମ ହେଲା କଣ ନା participants ହେଲେ ଏଠି କିଏ ନା participant is an agent or depository ଯାହା କାମ ହେଲା କଣ ନା creating a bridge between the investor and the investee and maintain the ownership records, maintain the beneficiary records, maintain the transaction, everything has to be maintained. which ହେଲା and these particular intermediations or brokers or like sub brokers or jobbers they are recognized from SEBI. SEBI recognized, authorized, transactor or participants. Tapore beneficial owner ke na beneficial owner means the person whose name is in a record as such in a depository. ଯେମିତି କି ତମେ ଧର ସୁଚିସ୍ମିତା ସେ the investment କରିଛି ତାହେଲେ beneficial owner ହେଲା ସେ. Beneficial owner is the real owner of the security who has lost the security with the depository in form of document. जे पाइबो जे पैसा खर्च करी किनुची जे पाइबो से होला beneficial owner. Issuer ହେଲା कि जे company Mr. X who has open his shares for the general public से होला issuer. Which होला depository to participants. Now came to what are the facilities that is being offered by the depository system. First dematerializations, rematerialization, electronic transfer of right, nomination facilities, electronic credit of securities allotted. ଯେମିତି ବି ଆପଣ କୁହନ୍ତୁ allotted securities to the public हो, right issue हो, bonus issue हो, କାହାକୁ ବି. Placing or hypothecations of the dematerializations of the securities, placing of demat account, stock lending, borrowing facilities ଏ ସବୁ ରହିବ. Dematerialization ମାନେ କଣ? ଧର ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟ ଡିମାଟେରିଆଲାଇଜ୍ ହେଇଯାଇଛି ତାକୁ ସେ ରିମାଟେରିଆଲାଇଜ୍ କରିବ with an initiation. Electronic settlement of trade ଆଜିକାଲି ସବୁ electronic settlement ଆପଣ ଅନଲାଇନ୍ ଦେବେ and settlement ହେଇଯିବ. ଯେମିତି କି ଆପଣ ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି କହୁଥିଲି ଆଗରୁ ଗୋଟେ ଦିଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ପୂର୍ବରୁ we had a discussion ଯେ ଆଗରୁ କେବଳ ୟୁନିଟ୍ ରେ ହଉଥିଲା settlement. ମୁଁ ସେତେବେଳେ କହିଲି କି ନାଇଁ ଆଜିକା ଡେଟ୍ amount ରେ settlement ହଉଛି. amount ରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ହଉଛି ୟୁନିଟ୍ ଟାକୁ ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ଅଫ୍ କରି ସେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ପଇସା ଦେଇଦଉଛି. Nomination facilities, ajika date it is one of the major facilities, nomination facility. Tamani that depository of you can say the beneficial owner has to be finalized a nominee. Agru jora nomination facilities nathela. Electronic credit and securities allotted system now it is active. It is might be a public issue, might be right issue. It is sub electronic form re hoche credit securities through. Hypothecations of the dematerialization securities. Hypothecation means authentication. So there hypothecation hoche freezing of demat account. If you demat account freeze ହେଇଯାଇଛି ତାକୁ ବି ସେ dematerialized କରୁଛି. Stock lending borrowing facilities ବି ଦଉଛି. ଏଟା କଣ depository ର facility format କଣ facilities କଣ ଯଦି facilities ଅଛି ତାହେଲେ advantages ବି ରହିବ. First reduction in paperwork जेहेतु सब online there is no requirement of paperwork ପାଇଁ सब mobile through रे या तो फिर अपन internet through रे निजे laptop through रे करि परिबे so there is no paperwork. Elimination of this associated with physical scripts जोटा कि नहीं जेहेतु physical script ही नहीं ताले तारे associated with the risk भी नहीं. elimination of bad delivery eta bi nahi jehetu sabu online, very fast and speedy settlement reduction delay, there is no delay in registration and everything. Low transaction cost and some area transaction cost are zero, no stamp duty, nothing, no facility issues for the company's update information because it is automatically updated by the company. Attract foreign investors to promote the foreign investment. Yes, depository system rate a major advantages through the e-system. The foreign participants or foreign investors feel delighted to make investment. Emergency and healthy efficient capital market and greater opportunity. Eguda sabu hela kon apanka third unit portions. With this, your third unit, completed, and and I will give you third unit notes. As you first to make it third row, जो अपन को word file तभी share कर दूँगी. Tomorrow, if it is possible, केते पिलांकर finance and marketing common paper थिबो. भाबुची बहुत पिलांकर थिबो. Not tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Friday दिन. I'll take a class on 5:30 to 6:30. Friday and Saturday, if it is possible on Saturday. If it is 2 classes, then mota moti tomorrow syllabus samjho. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank
So
you, ma'am.
I will. Thank you. Thank you. Then अभी के 6 टा विद्यार्थी सर नहीं जिबे तापरे SPM पढ़े देबे तापरे MBFS क्लास. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good night, ma'am.
Good.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
good. So, shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I think last class we have already started our discussion with portfolio evaluation, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So, under portfolio evaluation, we have also taken various measures through which we can able to evaluate the performance of a particular stock or particular financial asset or financial instrument, isn't it? So
Yes,
what
sir.
are the various methods we have already followed in order to evaluate the portfolio or evaluate the assets in the portfolio? First one is rewards to variable measures. Second one is differential return, that is otherwise known as Jensen return. And the third one is risk adjusted return. Okay, so under risk adjusted return, we are going to determine Sharpe ratio and Trenner's ratio. Isn't it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now what I'll do, actually we'll continue where we have already left in our last class. So last class, I think someone was asking about some doubts or some queries. So yesterday, slide show koruni sir, slides are share korini, Roy sir. Okay, till now I have not shared the slide. Once I'll share the slide, again I will ask you, is my slide visible to you? Okay. So till now I have not shared. So
Good
what
evening,
is the
sir.
doubt, please? Yes, Subrat Babu. Is there any doubt from your side?
Yes,
I
yes,
think
sir.
you had already raised one concern in our last class. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
I'm
please
just, yes,
proceed.
I'm just, give me 2 minutes, sir. I'm just opening my
Okay.
page. Yes,
So
sir.
another one thing I want to share here is that, so shall I share my PPT or PDF with Rasmi madam so that Rasmi madam can post in the group?
Yes, sir, you can, sir, if you are
Or
comfortable, then I can
shall I
share.
share to someone else?
Sir, you can share with me. I will share to in my our student group. That will be better.
Okay. So you just text a message in my WhatsApp so that I can forward
Sir, can I get
to
your
you.
number, please?
Yes, 97770
97770
63435.
63435. Right, sir? 97770 63435.
Okay. Immediately you just send, I will forward so that immediately you will also post in your group.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
I hope I have already shared. Someone has already sent the text message. I have shared there. 4 PPTs. Uh, Arbitrage pricing theory, portfolio evaluation, risk return concept. Again, the derivative instruments also I have already sent to you. Is it fine? Who has sent this? Okay, Nivedita madam, are you there? Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. You are, sir.
So please post in your group. Okay.
We got it, sir.
Ji sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Forwarding to you.
Sir, I have shared the PPTs in our study group.
Study group. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So if you have any query from your side, please proceed. Otherwise, why should we waste our valuable time?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have one query. I have just.
If you have query, please proceed. So last class I have already told you is that first I will address
Sir,
your query,
sir,
then I will proceed with
that
further discussion. Yes, please.
that PB value. How can we calculate that, sir?
Which one?
PB.
PB.
Yes.
What is
PB.
that?
Just let me calculate. Check it, sir. Sir, we have discussed the bond duration in calculation.
Okay, bond duration.
Correct.
Okay. Well, then what is the problem in bond duration? Tell me. Right, madam, I have already shared my OneNote screen with you. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
So Subrata is asking about bond duration. So, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please proceed. This is one example we had already taken.
Correct, sir.
Find the bond duration.
Yes. So that previous
Yes.
third table, I'm just asking how can we calculate it?
Third table means
0.0887.
third table means third column.
Yes, sir.
This one.
No,
Column
sir.
number
Previous, this one, 3. Correct.
3.
Yes.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you were asking?
Sir, how can we calculate that 0.8872
Okay.
and 0.
I have already mentioned here. You can see. I'm just changing my pen color so that you can able to
Sir,
understand.
can
Just a
you
minute.
please repeat that question again, sir?
Which one, please?
So that column 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, good. Take care. So very briefly, I am actually just telling what is bond duration. Please remember. Okay, bond duration means what? It is the weighted average measure of bond's life. If you are holding a particular bond, if you are applying some weight, okay, weighted average measure of the particular bond's life, that is known as bond duration. Generally, what happened, you just see, whenever we are talking about this bond duration, look here. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are.
Okay.
Yes.
So what we are getting? We are getting certain amount of cash flows in each and every year. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Let's say first year I am getting this amount of return. Return means what? Interest.
Correct.
But में क्या मिलता है? Interest मिलता है या dividend?
What will interest?
बोलिए बोलिए जी.
Interest.
Interest मिलता है. Very good. So I am getting, let's say this is the interest I am getting in the first year. So जितना भी interest मिल रहा है, so I have to wait for a period of 1 year. Yes or no?
Correct, sir.
So this is my interest rate. So this is not I, actually here I am writing K. So what is K? K is the discounting factor. I am applying some discounting factor or present value factor through which I can able to find out what is the present value of the interest what I am going to get in the end of the year. बुझी पारछंती? मने करो तू आजिकर डेट रे मु बॉन्ड रे इन्वेस्ट कली. सो जदि 10% मोर बॉन्ड रो इंटरेस्ट कूपन रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट देजी 10%, वर्ष शेष रे मने करंतु मते 100 टका मिलुची. अच्छा 100 टका मिलिया पे मते गोटे वर्ष अपेक्षा करूची करिया को पडुची. तो आजिका डेट रे माने आजिका डेट माने प्रेजेंट डेट रे राइट नाउ तो यार प्रेजेंट वैल्यू केते बुझी पारछंती ना नाही? वर्ष
Correct, sir.
पर आपण जो 100 टका पाइबे से 100 टका वैल्यू कोन आजिकार 100 टका सहित समान?
No,
No.
sir.
नो. तो सेति पई मो कोन कली I1 टा हला मोर कोन ना इंटरेस्ट रेट ता सहित 1/1 प्लस k टू द पावर n जोटा डिस्काउंटिंग फैक्टर मु सेटा को मल्टीप्लाई कली. बुझी परछन ना नाही?
Okay,
मल्टीप्लाई
sir.
कला परे कोन पाइबी ना तारो प्रेजेंट वैल्यू पाइली. सेमति प्रेजेंट टू जदी सेकंड ईयर रो मु करबी कोन करबी? Interest of the second period divided by 1 plus k to the power instead of n here I can write for the first year this is 1. Okay.
Correct.
Here for second year it will be 2. For third year
It is 3.
interest amount will be I3
Yes.
and
N means
discounting
number
factor
of
will
years,
be
you know?
1 plus k to the power
3.
3.
Correct. N means number of years, right, sir?
Okay. So it will continue up to IN n number of holding period. Okay.
Correct.
Divided by 1 plus k to the power n.
Divided
हाँ या
by
नहीं?
N. Yes, sir.
Plus
N
इसमें क्या
stands
होगा?
for number of years, है ना? N stands for.
हाँ, n stands for number of years.
Correct.
Bond holding period, number of years. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Then maturity value, जिसको हम क्या कहते हैं? Terminal value. At the end of the period, we will also get the maturity value. वो जब 1000 टका इन्वेस्ट करी 5 वर्ष पाई 5 वर्ष पर 1000 टका पाइबे ना नहीं?
आगे.
सेटा होची मेरो maturity value. So 1 by k to the power n. एटा को हमें नहीं सारी की कौन करूथले whole divided by. Please remember. This is where it is. Whole divided by एटा को whole divided by कौन करूथले हमें P0. P0 means current market price. So एठी हमें कौन करछथि ड्यूरेशन जते बेले नउछथि ना देखंतु वेट अप्लाई करछथि कोन वेट अप्लाई करछथि फर्स्ट ईयर रे 1 आमे मल्टीप्लाई करिबा काई को 1 मल्टीप्लाई करिबा व्हाट इज द वेट ऑफ द फर्स्ट ईयर अरे व्हाट इज द वेट ऑफ द फर्स्ट ईयर 1 व्हाट इज द वेट ऑफ द सेकंड ईयर 2 व्हाट What is the weight of the third year? 3.
3
What is the weight of the fourth year? N.
4 n ठीक है
Fourth year 4. N year N.
n ठीक है सर
Yes or no?
yes है सर
এইটার जो average টা weighted average টা ଆମେ ବାହାର କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଇଟାକୁ କହୁଛନ୍ତି bond duration. ରାୟ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ବୁଝି ପାରିଲେ ଆପଣ?
आज्ञा सर
Okay, right, sir. Sorry. So anyway, ଆଉ କିଏ ପଚାରିଥିଲେ ଜଣେ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ବୋଧେ ପଚାରିଥିଲେ? Did you understand bond duration ର
I
concept?
think Vijay
Yes,
Lakshmi
ma'am.
was this.
ବିଜୟଲକ୍ଷ୍ମୀ
ma'am.
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
Yes, sir. Yes.
bond duration ର concept ଟା ବୁଝିଗଲେ ତ? ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ
Yes,
ମତେ
sir.
ପଚାରିବେ ଯେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଏଇଠି ସୁବ୍ରତ ବାବୁ ପଚାରୁଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ଥାର୍ଡ କଲମ ଟା ଆପଣ କେମିତି ପାଇଲେ? ସୁବ୍ରତ ବାବୁ?
आगे सर
Okay. First, I must understand your question. Then I can able to answer. So here I have already taken PV at the rate of 14%. So a PV ba jota kohuchi mo ite gote छोटिया जिनसटे कहूची आपण जेतेबेले टाइम वैल्यू ऑफ मनी कांसेप्ट पढिथिबे ना सेतरे
आज्ञा।
कोन देइथिबे देखंतु जो फ्यूचर वैल्यू हमर डिटरमाइन करिया पई हमें कोन करंती प्रेजेंट वैल्यू मल्टीप्लाइड विथ फ्यूचर वैल्यू फैक्टर ओके
आगे
बुझी परछंती ना नहीं
आगे सर
आ प्रेजेंट वैल्यू केमती मल्टीप्लाई करंती वैल्यू इनटू प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर इज इट क्लियर
yes sir
फ्यूचर वैल्यू माने करंतु प्रेजेंट वैल्यू देइची तार फ्यूचर वैल्यू हमें कंप्यूट करिया प्रेजेंट वैल्यू देइची माने वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल माने करंतु मन होउची माने करंतु आजि कार डेट रे मु 100 टका इन्वेस्ट करूची केते टका से इन्वेस्ट करूची
100 टका
100 टका इन्वेस्ट करूची मते फर्स्ट ईयर केते इंटरेस्ट रेट रे बा केते मार्केट रेट ऑफ रिटर्न माने करंतु 10%
10%।
मु एटे कोन करबी 1 + 10% 10% माने कोन लेबी 0.1
करेक्ट सर
टू द पावर n फर्स्ट ईयर पई मोर
n
केते
means 1 नहीं भाई
1 sir.
1 केमिति हबो
नहीं
100
1 ना ठीक है सर
100
sir.
into 100 into 1.1
yes
100 into 1 ଆପଣଙ୍କର 100 into 1.1 କେତେ ଆସୁଛି
और सर
110 ଟଙ୍କା
110
ବୁଝି ପାରିଲେ ନା ନାହିଁ
आगे
ଏଇଟା ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ ମୁଁ ଆଗ ଏଇଟା ବୁଝି ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ତାପରେ ଏଟାକୁ ମୁଁ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ
ठीक
ଏଠି
है
କଣ ଆମେ
110
ବୁଝିଲେ ନା ଆମର ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ ଦେଇଛି सेटा कोन कले फ्यूचर वैल्यू फैक्टर केते रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हमें अप्लाई कले 10% रे अप्लाई कले
करेक्ट
फर्स्ट ईयर हमें केते पाइबा जदी गोटे वर्ष पय हमें होल्ड करछंती 110 टका पाइबा जदी 2 वर्ष पय होल्ड करछंती एटा कोन हबो 1 जगह रे
2
2
एजियो
थर्ड ईयर पय हेले हम कोन हबो 1 जगह
3
2
एजियो
जगह रे
3
3
एजियो
फोर्थ ईयर पय कोन हेले कोन हबो
और
3 जगह रे 4 आपण माने समस्त बुझी पाले
Yes sir.
yes sir
फ्यूचर
Yes,
वैल्यू
sir.
टा बुझी पाले ओके हमें प्रेजेंट वैल्यू जेतले डिटरमाइन करिवा कोन करिवा हमें रिवर्स जीवा प्रेजेंट वैल्यू पाइबा पय हमहु कोन हबो फ्यूचर वैल्यू देइथिबो सेतरा हमें कोन करिवा प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर को हमें मल्टीप्लाई करिवा अच्छा फ्यूचर वैल्यू ए सेम एग्जांपल लउछु एटा फ्यूचर वैल्यू केते बार करचंती
110 टका
110.
110 ओके 110 ठीक है अच्छा एटा पीवीएफ एटा हमर फ्यूचर वैल्यू अछि 110 प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर टा कोन बोले भी देखंतु एटा होची फार्मूला ता 1 by 1 plus I to the power n
करेक्ट
तो एटा मु कोन करबी 1 by 1.1 to the power 1
1
और ना नहीं
yes sir
आपण करी कि देखंतु 100 टका आसुची ना नहीं 100 टका रे 10% रे हमें जतले फ्यूचर वैल्यू बाहर कले 110 टका आसिला तबे 110 टका रे जदी 10% डिस्काउंटिंग फैक्टर हमें जदी अप्लाई करबा केते आसीबो 100 टका आसीबा निहाती जरूरी
हां सर
हो ना नहीं
yes sir
Yes sir.
999 पॉइंट समथिंग आसुथु आपण को फ्रैक्शन बॉडी थिबो सेटा अप्रोक्सीमेटली 1000 सॉरी 100 सॉरी 99 पॉइंट समथिंग
99.99 sir.
और 99.99
हां सर 100 काउंट करा जो
that is
Yes, sir.
exactly 100
करेक्ट
correct are you
Yes,
getting
sir.
the point
yes sir
so एठी मु कहिली कोन पई ना हमर कहूची जतबेले हम फ्यूचर वैल्यू देइची सेतबेले हम प्रेजेंट वैल्यू बाहर करबा कोन अप्लाई करी की प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर ए प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर को अदरवाइज हम कोन कहबा डिस्काउंटिंग फैक्टर आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट
yes sir
आउ ए जो फ्यूचर वैल्यू फैक्टर को अदरवाइज हम कोन कहि परिबा कंपाउंडिंग फैक्टर आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट
yes sir
अच्छा बर्तमान सुब्रत बाबू पचार सर ये जो थर्ड एक्चुअली आपण एन्युटी टेबल प्रेजेंट वैल्यू टेबल जो प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर टेबल आपण पाई परिबे किंतु एटा को जदी आपण 1000 वर्ष रो भी कंप्यूट करिया कहितबो आपण माने कैलकुलेटर अलाउड तो एग्जाम रे
आज्ञा
यू कैन एबल टू कंप्यूट ओके केमिति कंप्यूट करिबा देखंतु एटा मु फास्ट एटा नै छी एग्जांपल कोन नै छी प्रेजेंट वैल्यू फैक्टर 14% 1 by 1 plus I to the power n फर्स्ट ईयर पे कोन हबो 1 by 1 plus 0.14 that is
Yes.
1 by
Yes, sir.
1.14 हाँ या नहीं
Yes, sir.
yes sir yes
Yes,
sir
sir.
so if you have portable calculator you just compute 1 divided by
Sir,
1.14
0.8 downward, sir.
point
877, sir.
0.877 please repeat madam
Sir, point
0.87719
yes sir got it
yes, sir.
1.92824 like this
हाँ
Yes, sir.
877
this is
ठीक है sir
this is displaying in my calculator portable calculator
Yes,
is
sir.
it yours?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same, sir.
So that is already taken 8719 instead of 192
correct
Yes,
are you
sir.
getting my point
yes sir
so
Yes,
after
sir.
getting this is the result displaying in your portable calculator are you getting
Yes,
yes
sir.
sir
the first year present value factor you have already got right now you just press equal to only how much you are getting 0.769 46752 like this so that is 0.7695 4 digit we are taking okay
okay sir
second year again you just press equal to nothing else you will get third year again press equal to you will get fourth year discounting factor
okay
again
sir
press equal to fifth year again press equal to seventh year
got
here
it sir.
present value factor you can able to compute with your portable calculator is it clear
yes sir समझ गया
Yes,
sir
sir.
done
yes
what
sir
else? This is the problem we have already taken in our last class what do we have taken now bond with coupon rate of interest 12% will be redeemable after 5 years at a premium of 5% interest rate that is market rate of return is given 14% that is the K so face value of the bond was not given so that's why you have already assumed let the face value be 100 okay 1 2 3 4 5 years 5 साल का ये bond क्या redeemable after 5 years so bond redeemable period is given 5 years 1 2 3 4 5 we have already taken so what is the cash flow we are getting 12% per annum will get if the face value will be 100 rupees the 12% of 100 how much you are going to get
yes
how much you are going to get
which
Sir,
one
12
12
yes sir
honor जदि फेस वैल्यू आपनकर 100 रुपीस 12% आपण जदि कूपन रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट अछि इंटरेस्ट
हाँ बस हाँ 12
12 टंका प्रति वर्ष पाई चलिबे केते वर्ष
correct
5 वर्ष
5 वर्ष
5 वर्ष जेतेबेले आपनकर बॉन्ड ता रिडीम्ड होची कोन विथ प्रीमियम
yes sir
honor नहीं केते
yes sir
प्रीमियम
yes
5%.
तेबे कंपनी आपन को केते रिडीम करिवो बा गवर्नमेंट आपन को केते रिडीम करिवो 100 plus 5
correct sir
is it
105.
clear
yes sir yes sir
105 मिल रहा हां या नहीं पीवी फैक्टर वी हैव ऑलरेडी टेकन
हाँ यार
in column
बाकी
number 4 what cash
बाकी
flow
सर बाकी clear
multiplied
sir बाकी
you can
clear
able to get what will get present
Yes,
value
multi-
of cash flow it a present value at the end of the period we are getting
yes sir
this is the present value that means value at today yes or no
yes sir
Yes, sir.
cash flow multiplied with discounting factor you are getting this after getting this then what you will do you just weighted the present value of cash flow एइतरे जति की present value of cash flows पाइले हमें ताको कोन करिबा सबुतिरे respective year को हमें multiply करिबा weight 10.5465 into 1 काई केटा first year रो second year रे
Yes,
2
sir.
third year 3 fourth year
right
5 multiply करिया multiply कले एई फिगर गुडा का हमें पाउछंती okay so
Yes, sir.
after adding this column number 5 and column number 4 bond duration will be column number 5 by column number 4 बुझी पल्ले
आगे
Yes,
सर
sir.
सर आगे माने
now
4 5th रे क्लियर क्लियर थर्ड टिके डाउट क्लास इति पे थैंक यू सर
एबे बुझी गले समस्या
आगे
is it clear to all of you
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
okay So don't carry problems with you.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. Chalo. So last class, dear friends, let us resume to the last class discussion actually. So last class we have already discussed about portfolio evaluation. Isn't it?
Evaluations.
Yeah, nahi?
Yes, sir. Portfolio evaluation.
Okay. So these are some methods we have already taken in order to determine the performance of a particular financial assets or portfolio. Yeah, nahi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So three methods we have already discussed. First one is reward to variable measures. Second one is differential return. Otherwise known as Jensen return, and third one is risk adjusted return. Okay, under risk adjusted return, Sharpe ratio is there, and tax ratio is also there. Okay.
Yes.
So when is your next class?
Sir, I think
Sir,
as
it
per
is
schedule,
seven.
today is
Second of
last, but we need more class, sir. If
More class, so you can contact your coordinator, PCP coordinator for that
yes, sir.
purpose.
Sir, I can understand, sir. This is the problematically, so we want to focus on examining problematically. So that's why.
Okay, you have already got some idea, Jacob.
Yes, sir. Definitely we
Yes,
got
sir.
it, but
Yes, sir.
more we can.
Problem part, I think you have already got the idea. For
Yes, sir. Yes.
theoretical discussion, if you follow any textbook, you can able to understand efficient market hypothesis, fundamental analysis, technical analysis, bond management strategies. These are the theoretical discussions. So if you go through this, but understanding of the problem is very, very important and crucial. That's why I covered this portion first.
Sir, बिल्कुल सही sir, fair enough.
Okay. Let us proceed. Take care.
Yes.
Last class, I think we have already discussed this one, Trenner's ratio as well as Sharpe ratio by taking this particular question. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Is there any difficulty or any problem with this particular question?
No,
No,
sir.
sir. इसमें तो नहीं है.
No
No,
problem.
sir.
Okay. So let us take another example for your understanding. So first, we must find out for the rewards to variability ratio or Sharpe ratio, then rewards to volatility ratio. Okay. Let us take one example. So this one is clear, okay? Here I am writing. Sure. So you are given the following historical performance information on the capital market, okay, and a mutual fund. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So what is there? This is my example. I am writing in red pen. Is there any problem? Or shall I change the pen color?
No, sir. It's
No,
okay,
it's
sir.
okay.
No, sir, it's okay, sir.
Okay. So what is given? You are given the following. Historical performance information on the capital market and a mutual fund. So mutual fund is also financial instrument or financial asset, हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you are given the following historical performance. Historical performance with some past year data are given about the capital market and about the performance of the mutual fund. So what are the data given? First column year. Okay. Second column में दिया हुआ है म्यूचुअल फंड का बीटा not mutual fund beta. Okay.
Yes.
Beta means risk. Next, mutual fund return is given. Return is given. So return is given in terms of percentage. Next is given return on the market index. Return on the market index is given. That is also given in percentage. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then return on the government security is also given. Return on the government securities. That is also given. That is in percentage. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how many years data are given? Please remember, this is there are 10 years data given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And mutual fund beta value is also given. You just take a note of it. 0.9. Here 0.9 is given. 0.95 is given. Then 0.95. Next year 1.9.8. 1.9.8. Okay. Then 0.75, 0.75, and 0.7. फंड का रिटर्न भी दिया हुआ है परसेंटेज. This is minus 3.0. Then 1.5, 18, 22, 22, 10, 7, 18, 24, 15 and minus 2. रिटर्न भी नेगेटिव हो सकता है या नहीं?
हो सकता था.
वेरी करेक्ट. So return on the market index is also given. Here I am writing. These are the data. Minus 8.5. Then 4. Then 14. Then 18.5. Next 5.7 point. Okay. 1.20. 16%. Okay. 18. Then 10. 8. Return on the government security is also given. 5 for the first 2 years, 6.5. Second 2 years, 6, 0, 6.0. Then 3. Okay. Then 6. Okay. These are the information already given. What is the question? Question is asking to us. Please remember, am I audible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what is the question? Calculate risk adjusted return. अगर हम लोग रिस्क एडजस्टमेंट रिटर्न कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो क्या करेंगे? पहले शार्प रेशियो को निकालेंगे. दूसरा क्या करेंगे?
TR का.
हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So after finding out this, now as a mutual manager, you have to comment mutual funds performance. ये जो म्यूचुअल फंड का परफॉर्मेंस पर आपको कुछ ना कुछ टिप्पणी देना चाहिए. ओके, रिमार्क्स. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
So we are going to find out this SR. So SR is otherwise known as
Surface, yes, sir.
surface. नहीं, reward to values.
reward to variability ratio.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
be confused. Otherwise, suppose in your exam you are getting reward to variable ratio. At that point of time, you may think actually I am not.
Yes, sir. It is volatility and that is on reward.
Don't be confused.
Yes, sir.
କାହାର background noise ଆସୁଛି ଟିକେ ଦେଖନ୍ତୁ rectify
Sir
ହଉଛି.
is there, sir.
Sir is there means sir has already joined.
Yes, sir.
But अभी तो टाइम है ही नहीं.
हेलो
Yes sir. Sir नमस्कार.
नमस्कार सर ମୁଁ କହିଲି ସାର୍ କ୍ଲାସ ରେ ଆଉ କଣ୍ଟିନ୍ୟୁ କରିବେ କି
ହଁ ଟାଇମ ସାର୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ମତେ 6 to 7 ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ 6ଟା ରେ ଜଏନ କରିଛି 6ଟା 5 ରେ.
ଓହୋ ତାମାନେ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ 7:05 ରେ ଜଏନ୍ କରିବି ତ
ଆପଣ 7ଟା 5 10 ରେ ସାର୍ ଜଏନ କରନ୍ତୁ.
ओके ओके सर
Thank you so much sir.
थैंक यू सर
Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
Trenner's ratio is otherwise known as
Reward to volatility.
Yes.
reward to volatility. One is reward to variability and another one is reward to volatility.
Yes.
कहाँ गया मेरा? Okay. Done. चलो. So for computation of this, what we'll do actually, whenever we are going for solution, dear friends, please remember what we'll do. यहाँ पे तो बहुत कुछ डेटा दिया हुआ है. So इतना ये जो 10 साल का डेटा दिया हुआ है, पहले हम लोग को क्या करना है कि we are going to find out the average. ये जितना सारा डेटा दिया हुआ है ना उसका एवरेज निकालेंगे. कैसे एवरेज निकालेंगे? एवरेज कैसे निकाला सकता है? Tell me how to find out the average.
जितना
Summation of this divided by number of period.
Yes, sir.
हाँ या नहीं? So you
Yes,
just start. one एक कलम ऐड करके मुझे बताइए what is the mutual fund beta? Solution, we are going to find out the average of क्या एवरेज निकालेंगे? म्यूचुअल फंड बीटा. ओके. उसके बाद is it visible everyone?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, please help me. What is the second one? Second one is mutual fund return. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Average value. What is the third one? Return on market index. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Return on market index. हाँ या नहीं?
हाँ जी.
And what is the last column? Return on government security.
Government securities.
फटाफट से एक एक करके निकाल दीजिए. गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटीज. ये सारा वैल्यू मुझे चाहिए पहले. कौन सा 8.7? 8.7 नहीं है, 0.87 शायद. हाँ या नहीं? अगर रिटर्न आएगा तो 8.7%. यू आर करेक्ट. दैट इज योर 0.87. Yes or no?
यस सर
पहला कलम 0.87. Is it correct?
0.5 plus 75 divided by 10. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. दूसरा कलम.
Sir, 1.5. 22.
Beta, average value of mutual fund beta is 0.87. I am writing. Is it correct? हाँ या नहीं? How I am getting? Please remember. In the first column, I am adding all these. ये कितना साल का डाटा दिया हुआ है? 10 साल का.
10 years का.
Add these and divided by 10. What you will get? You will get the average value of a mutual fund.
0.0. Correct.
Okay. That is 0.87. Next one.
11 it should
Mutual
be
fund return. As per my calculation, it is 11.05%.
05. Correct, sir. Correct.
11.05%.
Correct, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then next one,
Okay,
third
sir.
column, return on market index.
Sir, it is 8.69.
8.69%. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी
Sir, 5.95.
ओके
Yes,
करेक्ट
5.95 security government.
5.95 गुड गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी का रिटर्न कितना आ रहा है
5.6. हाँ,
0.95%.
correct.
क्लियर हो गया
Yes, sir.
हाँ या नहीं
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
okay so next this is the one page we have already covered. Next page, in next page, what we are going to find out. First, हमको क्या चाहिए बोलिए. First, we are going to. अच्छा, I am going to next page. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So पहले क्या करना है? Revert to variable ratio और sharp ratio हाँ या नहीं?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
फॉर्मूला थोड़ा फटाफट से बता दीजिए.
Sir, SAR
Sir, RP
SAR
by
का जो है
RF by standard
SAR
deviation.
का जो सर RT minus RF divided by sigma B.
ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
TR हो गया सर RP minus RF divided by
By beta P.
beta P.
अच्छा. तो मुझे बाद में चाहिए ट्रेनर्स रेशियो टीआर. मुझे पहले एसआर बता दीजिए. अभी जैसे कि हमें ये जो जस्ट बिफोर व्हाट वी हैव ऑलरेडी कंप्यूटेड एवरेज रिटर्न.
Yes, sir.
Average return we have already computed. हाँ या नहीं?
Correct,
Yes,
sir.
What is that?
11.05, sir.
11.05.
Yes.
ठीक है. यहाँ पे मैं लिख दे रहा हूँ 11.05 माइनस रिस्क फ्री रेट ऑफ रिटर्न.
Yes.
Sir,
Average
5.95.
गवर्नमेंट सिक्योरिटी में
5.9.
अगर इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो
Five.
रिस्क फ्री रेट ऑफ रिटर्न हाँ या नहीं?
हाँ हाँ
Yes, sir.
5.95.
5.95. चलो थैंक यू वेरी मच. अभी ये स्टैंडर्ड पोर्टफोलियो यहाँ पे नहीं दिया हुआ है. दिया हुआ है क्या?
नहीं, sir.
नहीं.
अभी कैसे क्या करेंगे? म्यूचुअल फंड रिटर्न को लेकर हम लोग क्या करेंगे? स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन को निकालेंगे. ठीक है.
Yes,
सो
sir.
हियर वी आर गोइंग फॉर कैलकुलेशन ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन. कैलकुलेशन ऑफ स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन करने के लिए क्या चाहिए हमको? फिर ईयर कितना साल
Yes.
दिया हुआ है?
10 years.
10
फटाफट
years.
से लिख दीजिए. अच्छा 5 6 7 8 9 10 सही लिखा क्या?
आ गया.
Yes, sir.
म्यूचुअल फंड रिटर्न इन परसेंटेज क्या क्या दिया हुआ है बताइए थोड़ा. -3 डेटा ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल इन आवर फर्स्ट टेबल.
Yes, -3 1.5.
वेरी गुड.
18
18
22
22
10
उसके बाद
7 18
22 के बाद
22 के बाद सर 10
हाँ
10
देन
7
7
फिर 18
18
yes 24 then
24
15
वेरी
then
करेक्ट.
15 then -2%.
15 -2%.
Correct.
ठीक है. ये स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन दिस इज माय एक्स. देखो हम लोग एक्चुअली स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन निकालने के लिए एक फॉर्मूला क्या है थोड़ा बता दीजिए. n into summation of x square minus summation of x whole square divided by n square इसका स्क्वायर रूट. ये फॉर्मूला हम लोग पढ़े हैं या नहीं? ग्रेजुएशन में पढ़े हैं.
yes पढ़े सर.
ठीक है. तो हमको क्या चाहिए? x चाहिए और x स्क्वायर चाहिए. तो x स्क्वायर फटाफट से निकाल दीजिए. जो यहाँ पे ये जो म्यूचुअल फंड ये x है इसका स्क्वायर
Yes, sir.
निकाल दीजिए.
Yes sir.
स्क्वायर निकलने के बाद you just find out the square and tell me ये -3 का क्या आएगा? 9 आएगा. 3 3 जा 9. 1.5 into 1.5 2.25.
Yes, 1.5 ठीक है.
2.25.
18
Yes,
का
sir.
स्क्वायर कितना आ रहा
Yes,
है?
sir.
3 to 4.
Yes, sir. 18.
Then 22 का स्क्वायर बता दीजिए फटाफट से 484.
Yes, sir. 484.
हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Then 10
100,
का
sir.
100.
49.
You people smarter than me.
49.
Please help me.
49, sir.
Very good.
324.
Again 3 to 4.
324, sir.
Okay.
576.
24 का 484. 15 का
576.
2 to 5. Am I
सर
correct?
ये सर
Sir,
24 जो 5 वो
24 का
576 आएगा ना
576. Yes, sir.
24 का 576 it should be.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा. Thank you so much for rectifying me.
Welcome, sir.
Just a minute. अरे क्या कर दिया है? अच्छा बोलिए.
576, sir.
Correct. Next 2 to 5. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हो गया. ये
Correct, sir.
दोनों का थोड़ा समेशन निकाल दीजिए. समेशन ऑफ एक्स कितना आ रहा है मुझे बताइए. ये समेशन ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर कितना आ रहा है मुझे बताइए फटाफट से.
सर 2097.25 सम ऑफ आ रहा है.
अच्छा एक्स स्क्वायर का.
नहीं स्क्वायर नहीं टोटल जो सम ऑफ आ रहा है अभी तो.
हाँ
हाँ
सम ऑफ
स्क्वायर का हाँ हाँ वही सर.
2097.25.
यस मेरे हिसाब से
ठीक है.
वही आ रहा है. एनीवन कैन कैलकुलेट प्लीज. मेरे
Yes,
हिसाब से
ma'am.
वही है.
Calculating.
Okay, please.
ओके.
Please help me.
So it's coming to 2097.25.
That one already computed, I think.
Oh, sorry, sir. I am doing that one.
करता हूँ.
First one.
देन सर अच्छा दिस वन. ओके
11.05.
11.05 नहीं मैडम 110.50.
जस्ट होल्ड ऑन प्लीज. 18
You just
Yes, sir.
rectify.
सर कैलकुलेट 1 सेकंड प्लीज सर. 24. Yes, sir. 110.5.
110.5.
Correct,
Ashutosh
sir.
Babu, you are correct.
Yes.
ठीक है.
Yes,
ये जो
sir.
फॉर्मूला है इसमें थोड़ा वैल्यू डाल दीजिए. एन मतलब क्या है? नंबर ऑफ
Number
ऑब्जर्वेशन.
of
नंबर ऑफ
years.
ईयर यहाँ पे कितना
10.
दिया हुआ है
10.
बताइए
10.
फटाफट से.
10.
10,
10
sir.
साल दिया हुआ है. इनटू समेशन ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर कितना मिल रहा है हमको?
Sir,
2097.
2097.
हाँ
Point
0.25
25.
माइनस समेशन ऑफ एक्स स्क्वायर कितना मिला?
110.5. 110.
का स्क्वायर. हाँ या नहीं?
हाँ सर.
होल डिवाइडेड बाय एन स्क्वायर. एन कितना है हमारा?
10. 10.
10,
10 का
sir.
स्क्वायर. इसको सॉल्व करके फाइनल फिगर मुझे बता दीजिए जो मिल रहा है. दैट इज स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन ऑफ द पोर्टफोलियो.
Yes, sir.
ओके. दैट मींस दैट इज रिस्क associated with this mutual fund.
Yes, sir.
इसको फटाफट से थोड़ा सॉल्व करके मुझे बता दीजिए. पूरा कंप्लीट आंसर मुझे चाहिए. ये स्क्वायर रूट निकाल के. ठीक है.
Sir, 9.360.
9.36.
36.
9.360, sir. We can say 9.361.
Okay,
we can say,
very
yes.
good, very good. You are correct. अच्छा, this is 9.360 मतलब 9.36%. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
चलो. So this is 9.36.
Yes, sir.
We are going to find out Sharpe ratio. 9.36. हमको क्या
Yes.
चाहिए था? स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन. सिग्मा
Yes,
पी.
sir.
सिग्मा पी तो
Yes, sir.
पहले वो मिल गया.
Yes.
हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
इसको
Yes, sir.
फटाफट से सॉल्व कर दो. 11.05 minus 5.95 divided by 9.36. जितना आ रहा है that is Sharpe ratio. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. 0.5929. 0.59.
0.59. Not exactly 0.545 I am getting.
I'm just recalculating again, sir.
11.05 minus 5.95.
95.
So it's coming 0.544.
0.545. Is it correct?
44 it's coming, sir.
0.545. Yes, sir.
0.54 is coming.
0.545. You
Yes,
just
yes, sir.
cross-verify
Yes.
me. Is it correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
ये हो गया क्या?
Yes,
Sharpe
sir.
ratio. दूसरा हमको क्या चाहिए?
TR,
Trainers
TR,
ratio.
sir.
TR,
TR,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
बता दीजिए.
TR के साथ ये RP minus RF
RF
divided by beta
beta
P.
P.
Yes.
हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
RP नहीं है. 11.05 average value.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Risk-free rate of return same 5.95
95, sir.
divided by average beta value कितना दिया हुआ है? You have already computed. Average beta value already you have computed in the first table.
Yes.
देखिए average beta value यहाँ पे लिखे हैं आप लोग 0.87.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
हाँ या
sir.
नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is given.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
you
Yes, sir.
just write 0.87 there. 0.87.
Yes.
How much you are getting?
Yes. It will be 5.86.
5.86. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
ये दोनों रेशियो हमको मिल गया.
Yes.
अगर म्यूचुअल फंड परफॉर्मेंस के बारे में अगर चर्चा करेंगे हम लोग तो क्या फिर प्लीज रिमेम्बर यहाँ पे है इन द क्वेश्चन म्यूचुअल फंड रिटर्न हम लोग लिए हैं म्यूचुअल फंड मार्केट इंडेक्स. ओके,
Yes,
फिर
sir.
ये म्यूचुअल फंड मार्केट इंडेक्स को लेकर हम लोग क्या करेंगे? उसका स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन निकालेंगे.
नहीं
ठीक
सर,
है?
और एक बार सर, और एक बार बोलो.
ये म्यूचुअल फंड का रिटर्न लेकर हम लोग स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन ऑफ द म्यूचुअल फंड आरपी हम लोग सिग्मा आरपी वी हैव
Yes,
सॉरी
sir.
आरपी
You got
सिग्मा
that.
पी
Yes.
sigma p we have already computed
Yes, sir.
exactly by taking return on market index as a x.
Yes,
Then
sir.
you have to find out x square. You just apply the formula. What you will get? You will get
Risk on return.
sigma on return of the market index. Yes or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
after computing sigma of the return on the market index, what you will do? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So here sigma of the market index, that is standard deviation of M. Standard
Yes, sir.
deviation of M you can able to compute 8.06. How you can compute? Because return on market index is given. Return on market index is given, that is in percentage. This is x. यहाँ पे
Yes,
जितना
sir.
वैल्यू दिया हुआ है टेबल कॉलम नंबर 4. हाँ या नहीं? 10 साल का.
हाँ. हाँ,
इससे
sir.
फिर क्या करेंगे? x स्क्वायर निकालेंगे. निकलने के
हाँ
बाद
सर,
ये
हाँ सर,
मिल जाएगा या नहीं?
हाँ सर, हो जाएगा.
ये मिलने के बाद हम लोग क्या करेंगे? फिर शार्प एंड ट्रेनर्स रेशियो को निकालेंगे. कैसे
Okay,
निकालेंगे?
sir.
शार्प रेशियो जो
Same
भी है
procedure.
that is 8.69 minus 5.95 risk rate of return. यहाँ पे क्या डालेंगे? सिग्मा m, that is
8.06.
8.06.
जो मिल रहा है ये आ गया. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes,
जी
sir.
सर.
तो फिर ट्रेनर्स रेशियो क्या करेंगे? 8.69 minus
Mark OER
5.95.
5.95. Correct.
Okay, divided by
Beta P.
beta m.
Yes,
So
sir.
here beta m is equal to 8.69 minus 5.95 divided by 1. Okay. So after taking this, how much we are getting? We are getting 2.74
Yes, correct.
and here we are getting 0.34. ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
अभी क्या करेंगे? So after getting this, right now we are going to measure the performance portfolio. Ratio ले लेंगे यहाँ पे एक कॉलम जो जो कंप्यूट किए हैं. How many ratios are there? SR and TR.
SR and
Yes,
TR.
two ratios,
ठीक
sir.
है. तो म्यूचुअल फंड का हम लोग जो परफॉर्मेंस निकाले हैं, पहला कितना था? 0.545. हाँ या नहीं? ट्रेनर्स
Yes, sir.
रेशियो के हिसाब से कितना था? 5.86. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
म्यूचुअल फंड का ये मार्केट इंडेक्स कितना है? 0.34. यहाँ पे
Yes.
कितना मिला? 2.74.
Correct.
तो इसको कंपेयर करेंगे. कैसे कंपेयर करेंगे? देखो, मार्केट में मार्केट इंडेक्स का मतलब क्या होता है? ये बेंचमार्क रिटर्न. अगर कोई इन्वेस्ट करेगा तो ऐसा रेशियो के हिसाब से मार्केट में कितना रिटर्न, कितना एवरेज रिटर्न कितना आना चाहिए था? 0.34.
Correct.
हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
लेकिन हम तो जो म्यूचुअल फंड हम लोग जो होल्ड किए हैं हमारा पोर्टफोलियो में, हमको कितना मिल रहा है? 0.548. मोर देन.
5.5.
हाँ या
More
नहीं?
than, yes,
Yes,
more
sir.
than
तो
MI.
एसआर के हिसाब से हमारा पोर्टफोलियो बेटर परफॉर्म कर रहा है.
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
आर यू गेटिंग?
Yes, sir.
अगेन टीआर जो ट्रेनर्स रेशियो के हिसाब से हम लोग फिर कंपेयर करेंगे.
हाँ वो
यहाँ
कम
पे
आ रहा है.
बेंचमार्क मार्केट में अगर ये म्यूचुअल फंड कितना दे रहे हैं? 2.74.
Yes, sir.
हमको कितना मिल रहा है?
5.3.
5.8.
ज्यादा मिल रहा है.
86. रेशियो के
ज्यादा
हिसाब से
मिल
अगर
रहा है.
देखा जाएगा तो 5.86. सो वी आर गेटिंग मोर देन दैट
Yes.
sir.
rather than the benchmark, that means market index. That means
Yes, sir.
simply what you can conclude as a fund manager, mutual fund has performed better than the market
Market
index.
index.
Market index.
Did you understand?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
हो गया? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I'm taking very quickly. Just I am taking differential. So you just take one example. We are going to compute a differential return. So in this example, information regarding two mutual funds and a market index are given. कितना म्यूचुअल फंड दिया हुआ है?
2.
और मार्केट इंडेक्स एक दिया हुआ है. मार्केट इंडेक्स मतलब मार्केट का इंडेक्स का जो इंफॉर्मेशन है, मतलब बेंचमार्क इंफॉर्मेशन इज आल्सो गिवन. तो
Okay.
यहाँ पे टेबुलर फंड में हम ले लेंगे. फर्स्ट वन इज फंड. कितना फंड दिया हुआ है? 2 फंड.
2 funds.
तो फंड का नाम क्या है? गोल्ड एंड प्लैटिनम.
Okay.
और मार्केट इंडेक्स दिया हुआ है एमआई. ठीक है?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
तो रिटर्न इज गिवन. 2 फंड और मार्केट रिटर्न इज आल्सो गिवन. 2 फंड का is giving gold mutual fund is giving 7%, platinum is giving 16%. मार्केट क्या कह रहा है कि भाई 10% रिटर्न मिलना चाहिए. अच्छा चलिए. देन स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन इज गिवन. स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन इन परसेंटेज आल्सो गिवन. क्या क्या दिया हुआ है? पहला दोनों का 15-35 and market is given 24. That is given in the question. Okay.
Okay.
And beta is given. Beta is given. Risk coefficient. ठीक है? This is 0.72 for gold and 1.33 for platinum and 1.0 is the benchmark indicator. That means market index. ठीक है? And risk free rate of return is given 5%. कितना दिया हुआ है risk free rate of return?
5%.
That is already given. ठीक है? 5%. तो हमको क्या करना है? कैलकुलेट द डिफरेंशियल रिटर्न फॉर द 2 फंड्स.
Okay.
कैलकुलेट डिफरेंशियल रिटर्न फॉर गोल्ड फंड एंड प्लैटिनम.
Platinum fund.
ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
हो गया?
Yes, sir.
चलो, मुझे पहले सॉल्यूशन जाने से पहले मुझे बता दीजिए कि भाई ये जो डिफरेंशियल रिटर्न क्या होता है. डिफरेंशियल रिटर्न इज अदरवाइज नोन एज जेनसन
Yes.
रिटर्न. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
कैसे हम लोग निकलते हैं? अल्फा पी स्टैंड्स फॉर डिफरेंशियल रिटर्न इज इक्वल टू एक्चुअल रिटर्न ऑन द पोर्टफोलियो माइनस एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न ऑफ द पोर्टफोलियो. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
ये सर दो.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
तो एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न पहले हम लोग निकालेंगे ताकि हमको क्या मिलेगा, मिल जाएगा डिफरेंशियल रिटर्न। थोड़ा ये क्वेश्चन को देखिए। चलो, यहाँ पे कितना रिटर्न दिया हुआ है, एक्चुअल रिटर्न हाउ मनी, एक्चुअल रिटर्न हाउ मच यू आर गेटिंग।
इसमें सर रिटर्न
एक्चुअल रिटर्न हाउ मच
Seven, sir. Seven, sir. Seven,
गोल्ड के लिए 7,
16 and
प्लेटिनम
10.
के लिए 10।
यस
Yes,
सर
sir.
दो
यस
Yes,
सर
sir.
दोनों का दिया हुआ है, सॉरी प्लेटिनम का 16 दिया हुआ है। एक्चुअल
मार्केट
रिटर्न
इंडेक्स का 10
हमको क्या करना चाहिए, ईआरपी मतलब एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न ऑफ द पोर्टफोलियो निकालना चाहिए। तो
Yes, sir.
ईआरपी निकालने के लिए हम लोग को क्या करना है, यू नो हाउ टू फाइंड आउट एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न ऑफ द पोर्टफोलियो सीएपीएम मॉडल,
यस यस
that is risk free rate of return plus into RM minus,
RF plus beta, RM minus RF.
ठीक है,
यस
Yes, sir.
हाँ या नहीं,
यस
Yes,
सर
sir.
ओके। अभी मुझे ये गोल्ड फोन का बता एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न कितना है, गोल्ड का पहला क्या है, गोल्ड
Gold, sir.
एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न ऑफ द गोल्ड कितना आ रहा है, आरएफ कितना दिया हुआ है 5%,
यस
ये सर नो
Yes, sir.
0.05 प्लस बीटा, गोल्ड का बीटा कितना दिया हुआ है
0.72.
0.2। I am just computing this part, are you getting
Yes,
my
sir.
point?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes.
Into RM minus, मतलब मार्केट रिटर्न कितना है,
Sir,
व्हाट इज योर मार्केट रिटर्न,
Market return, sir,
Market
is
return.
1.
given in the market
10,
index,
10, sir.
10.
Yes, sir. 0.1.
0.1
Yes,
करेक्ट,
sir.
0.1 माइनस रिस्क फ्री रेट ऑफ रिटर्न,
Yes.
हाँ या नहीं,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सॉल्व करके फटाफट से बता दीजिए। दिस इज फॉर गोल्ड, प्लैटिनम का भी ऐसा निकाल दीजिए, प्लैटिनम का भी एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न ऑफ पोर्टफोलियो क्या होना चाहिए, बोलिए। रिस्क फ्री रेट ऑफ रिटर्न तो सेम है
Yes, sir.
0.05, और इसका
Yes.
बीटा कितना दिया हुआ है प्लैटिनम का 1.33, हाँ या नहीं,
1.33. Yes,
वो
sir.
1.33 ले लेंगे। और मार्केट इंडेक्स बताइए, मार्केट इंडेक्स कितना आ रहा है,
Market index, sir, वो आ रहा है 10.
10
0.10 होगा, वो तो कॉमन रहेगा।
माइनस 0.05,
Yes, sir.
इसको सॉल्व कर दीजिए। गोल्ड कितना, प्लैटिनम कितना, कितना आ रहा है बताइए,
Sir, gold का 0.086.
0.086 मतलब 8.6%, am I correct मैडम,
Yes, sir.
0.086 मतलब
8.6%. 8.6%.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ या नहीं,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
हाँ, sir.
नेक्स्ट प्लैटिनम का बता दीजिए,
1 minus ये तो उतना है 5, 6, 5, 1. Okay. Plus 5. Sir, it is coming 0.1165 per 100. It will be 11.65%.
अच्छा 0.1165, am I correct?
Yes.
अरे क्या हो गया भाई, 0.1165, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
इसका मतलब सी 11.65%, हाँ या नहीं,
Yes, sir.
ओके। ये तो
sir.
एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न आ गया। राइट नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू कंप्यूट द डिफरेंशियल रिटर्न, ओके।
Okay, sir.
डिफरेंशियल रिटर्न ऑफ गोल्ड, गोल्ड का कैसे करेंगे, अल्फा पी इज इक्वल टू आर पी माइनस ई आर पी एक्सपेक्टेड रेट रिटर्न ऑफ द पोर्टफोलियो। ये कितना दिया हुआ है गोल्ड का 7%,
Yes, sir.
ये सब दो,
Yes, yes, sir.
तो 7% माइनस एक्सपेक्टेड रेट ऑफ रिटर्न कितना है
Gold का
8.6,
gold का 8.6, sir.
तो कितना आ रहा है नेगेटिव 1.6,
Correct, sir.
करेक्ट।
Yes.
अल्फा पी ऑफ प्लैटिनम
Okay. Pay 16,
डिफरेंशियल
16.
रिटर्न
हाँ.
RP minus again
Correct.
ERP.
Correct, sir. 16 minus
16 minus
11.65. Am I right, sir?
11.65. बता दीजिए फटाफट से कितना आ रहा है?
4.35.
पॉजिटिव आ रहा है.
ये positive 4.35.
4.35%. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
is percentage. Is it clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
किसका रिटर्न अच्छा मिल रहा है?
ये
Sir,
उसका मतलब
gold
sir,
का, platinum
platinum
का,
का.
sir. Sorry, platinum.
प्लैटिनम का पॉजिटिव आ रहा है.
Yes.
Yes.
एक्चुअल रिटर्न एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न से ज्यादा मिल रहा है, मतलब यू आर हैप्पी.
Yes.
इन केस ऑफ गोल्ड एक्चुअल रिटर्न इज लेस देन योर एक्सपेक्टेड रिटर्न. हम लोग सोचे थे कि भाई 8.6% मिलेगा, लेकिन कितना मिल रहा है?
ये मिल रहा है
7% मिल रहा है. इन केस ऑफ गोल्ड.
हाँ,
Yes,
in
sir.
case of
ठीक है.
gold, we are getting, we are not happy. In case of platinum, we are
यू आर
happy.
नॉट हैप्पी, बट इन केस ऑफ प्लैटिनम यू आर हैप्पी.
Okay.
चलो स्वीट डिस्प्यूट कर दो.
Thank you, sir.
Since you are happy,
Sir, this is only for calculation. Actually, I didn't get anything.
ठीक है.
Excellent. Thank you, sir.
So this is how you can able to compute
Okay.
performance evaluation of a portfolio as well as various mutual funds.
Sir,
और
ये इस टाइप का
Sir,
क्वेश्चन
can you
आता है,
have a-
प्रोबेबिलिटी आता है इस टाइप का.
इस टाइप का, हाँ इस टाइप का आ सकता है.
ओके, थैंक यू.
अगर इस टाइप का आएगा तो
Sir,
फटाफट से, ये 2-3 लाइन का क्वेश्चन है, बट इट कैरीज लॉट ऑफ वेटेज. 2-3 लाइन का क्वेश्चन है, 8 मार्क नहीं तो 12 मार्क अगर आ जाएगा तो दिस इज वेरी सिंपल. यू कैन एबल टू मैनेज योर टाइम.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
क्लियर?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We need to keep in mind formula, otherwise it will be.
तो जे मैं जितना एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम पर डिस्कस कर चुका हूं ना, तो
Yes.
उसको फोकस कीजिए फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ प्रॉब्लम.
Sure,
एट
sir.
रेस्ट ऑफ जो बेसिक्स ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट, रिस्क रिटर्न क्या है, उसके साथ साथ आपको थोड़ा ये एफिशिएंट मार्केट हाइपोथेसिस व्हिच इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द एफिशिएंट मार्केट थ्योरी, उसमें तीनों फर्म का मार्केट.
ठीक सर, थैंक यू सर. सर,
यस प्लीज.
sir, as per our schedule which was said by DDC, I mean management, today's last
Speak
class.
it down that I am unable to listen you properly. Please.
Sir,
Sir, आज आपका last class है sir?
Oh, as per your timetable, actually today is the last class.
Yes, sir. Sir, but is it possible, sir? Can we get more class?
Actually, I don't know. You can just contact to Rashmi madam or Sujit
Yes.
sir.
Sure, sir.
Yes,
We'll definitely.
Rashmi madam is the coordinator. Madam can help you
Sure,
in
sir.
this
Sure,
regard.
sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
And these are the theoretical part actually. Efficient market hypothesis, which is derived from the efficient market theory. Is my screen visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And it slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this efficient market hypothesis is otherwise also known as random walk model. Okay. So this is logical extension of fundamental as well as technical analysis. जब हम लोग कभी भी इन्वेस्टमेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट में इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो हम लोग को क्या चाहिए? एक्चुअली इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए, हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
When you are going for any investment, suppose मुझे इक्विटी शेयर खरीद करना है, तो ऐसा क्या मेरा पास पैसा है, मैं पैसा मतलब दे दूंगा और इक्विटी शेयर खरीद कर लूंगा, ऐसा हो सकता है क्या?
नहीं, sir.
So as an investor, what we need? We need lot of information about the market, about the industry, about the economy, हाँ या नहीं?
Yes, sir.
तो ये सारे इंफॉर्मेशन को लेकर हम लोग क्या करेंगे? फंडामेंटल एंड टेक्निकल एनालिसिस करेंगे, ताकि हम लोग को कुछ पता चलेगा कि भाई कौन सा स्टॉक या कौन सा इन्वेस्टमेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट गुड रिटर्न इन द मार्केट विथ लेस अमाउंट ऑफ रिस्क. यस और नो?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So very quickly, actually, I'm going. Sorry, my slide is not. Tell me. Efficient market. Efficient market मतलब क्या होता है? Actually, efficient market hypothesis is derived from the efficient market. Efficient market क्या है? I have already told you, because यहाँ पे सारे इंफॉर्मेशन, जितना भी इंफॉर्मेशन है ना, इट इज एप्लीकेबल टू ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स इन द मार्केट. मार्केट में कौन कौन पार्टिसिपेंट है? Buyers are there, sellers are there, intermediaries are also there, like
Yes,
your
sir.
brokers.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Agents. So
Yes, sir.
efficient market क्या है? Efficient transaction cost are ignored. यहाँ पे transaction cost cannot be considered. So अगर हम लोग का transaction cost if we'll implement, then active buying and selling process will not taken place. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
प्रति ट्रांजैक्शन रे जदी किछि कॉस्ट रहइबो तबे एक्टिव बाइंग एंड सेलिंग हे परिबोनी
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ओके एट द सेम रेट आपको जितना रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट से इंटरेस्ट पे जो पैसा मिल रहा है या से आपको जितना इंटरेस्ट मिल रहा है मुझे भी उतना मिल रहा है
Sir,
Okay. Next,
what is the
last number
second
of
line, sir?
investors are
Sir,
allowed to borrow or lend money.
Sorry, sir. Actually, your voice is breaking, sir. That's why I'm breaking.
पैसा धार दे परिवे बा पैसा धार नहीं परिवे at same rate. What are the rate of interest available to you? Return also available to me. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Next, large number of buyers and sellers are there in the market. And free entry and free exit is there. No restrictions regarding entry and exit of the market. Clear?
Yes, sir.
All are distributed. Information available to all the investors. That means all informations. I have already told you. मार्केट में जितना सारा इंफॉर्मेशन है आपका पास जो इंफॉर्मेशन है वो भी मेरा पास वही सेम इंफॉर्मेशन एंड in the hands of the other investor also same information are available. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So एफिशिएंट मार्केट को लेकर एक्चुअली एफिशिएंट मार्केट थ्योरी डेवलप हुआ है. एफिशिएंट मार्केट थ्योरी से एफिशिएंट हो चुका है. So on the basis of efficient market hypothesis, which is otherwise also known as random walk theory. So according to this theory, the changes in the price of the share or stock shows independent behavior and are dependent on new piece of information. ठीक है. Stock price is influenced by new piece of information and they are independent. They are independent behavior. Are you getting my point? Equity share you can take. So equity price is independent and it can dependent on the new piece of the information. So market में अगर कुछ new piece of information मिलेगा तो उस हिसाब से stock price can be prevail in the market. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So these are the assumptions of the efficient market hypothesis. What are the assumptions about efficient market? The same assumptions I have already taken. That means no insider information. What are the information available? All the information must be available to the general public. So flow of information free and unbiased. जितना भी information मिल रहा है, flow of information must be free as well as unbiased. So these are the forms of various forms of efficient market theory. So on the basis of efficient market theory, please remember there are three forms of market. How many forms of markets are there?
Please.
Three funds.
Three forms of market. Okay. So under the, why these three forms of market are categorized? Please remember these three forms of market are there on the basis of three categories of information. So all the information available to the public can be categorized into three types. जितना भी को मिल रहा है that can be categorized into three types. पहला इंफॉर्मेशन क्या है? पास्ट इंफॉर्मेशन. पास्ट इंफॉर्मेशन, पास्ट सिक्योरिटीज का प्राइसेस जितना भी है. We have already taken and solved one problem regarding computation of SR and TR.
Yes,
SAP's
sir.
ratio and trainers ratio. हाँ या नहीं?
Yes,
So
sir.
Yes, sir.
लास्ट 10 साल का इंफॉर्मेशन दिया हुआ था तो उसी इंफॉर्मेशन को लेकर we have already determined and we have already found that which portfolio is better. तो पांच security prices of the stock or past security information of the stock or mutual funds are available. That is past. And other category of information, that is second category of information is about your other public information. What are other public information? Various companies are there. They are issuing their stocks. Yes or no? So
Yes, sir.
company का जो report, published reports are available in the company domain, company website. You can also get other public information. And third piece of information or third category of information is insider information. अंदर का कंपनी का अंदर क्या चल रहा है अगर उसका कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन मिल गया तो दैट इज इनसाइडर इंफॉर्मेशन. दैट मींस इनसाइडर इंफॉर्मेशन कंसिस्ट ऑफ योर स्ट्रेटजीज, प्लान्स, पॉलिसीज एंड अदर डॉक्यूमेंट्स ऑफ द कंपनीज. जनरली ये इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं मिलता है. मिलता है क्या इनसाइडर इंफॉर्मेशन? अगर कोई क्लोज है, इफ यू आर वेरी क्लोज टू द मैनेजमेंट देन इनसाइडर इंफॉर्मेशन अगर ये पास ऑन हो रहा है तो यू कैन एबल टू गेट. बट जनरली इनसाइडर इंफॉर्मेशन पब्लिकली नहीं मिलता. Strategies, plans and policies and other documents of the company. Other on the basis of these three पीस ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन, अगर पहला इंफॉर्मेशन सिर्फ अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट तो उसको क्या कहेंगे? वीक फॉर्म ऑफ मार्केट। मतलब मार्केट जो भी हम लोग प्रेडिक्शन कर रहे हैं, पास्ट इंफॉर्मेशन लेकर हम लोग फ्यूचर को प्रेडिक्ट कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। अगर दोनों इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा, पास्ट इंफॉर्मेशन प्लस अदर पब्लिक इंफॉर्मेशन, तो उसको क्या कहेंगे? सेमी स्ट्रॉन्ग। आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट?
यस सर।
दिस इज वीक फॉर्म। वीक फॉर्म में क्या होता है? ओनली पास्ट इंफॉर्मेशन, ओल्डेस्ट फॉर्म। दिस इज रैंडम वॉक मॉडल और रैंडम वॉक थ्योरी। इसको रैंडम वॉक मॉडल और रैंडम वॉक थ्योरी कहा जाता है। दिस इज प्योरली on the basis of the past information, ठीक है। and this is semi strong information, sorry, semi strong market, semi strong firm means what? पहला दो, past information along with the company information, other public information। that means अगर कंपनी का कुछ पब्लिश रिपोर्ट है या कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन, कंपनी का कुछ पब्लिकली अवेलेबल इंफॉर्मेशन है, तो if we'll consider this, then this is known as your semi strong firm। and the last one is strong firm। strong firm मतलब this is the third category of the efficient market। यहाँ पे क्या होता है? तीनों इंफॉर्मेशन मिल रहा है। Three categories of information are available। What are the three categories of information? Past information, other public information which are available in the public domain of the company, and insider information of the company or corporate entities are also available। So whenever you are getting and in the strong form of a market, estimation of the stock is will be more meaningful and more efficient। Is it clear? Did you understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
these are the various form of
Sir,
market।
strong form, can you repeat it again, sir?
स्ट्रॉन्ग फॉर्म में तीनों कैटेगरी इंफॉर्मेशन हम जो लिए हैं ना, सारे तीनों का तीनों इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल है। दैट मींस ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल इन दिस कैटेगरी ऑफ मार्केट। पास्ट इंफॉर्मेशन, other public information, that means what are the information available in the public domain
Yes,
of
sir,
the,
yes, sir.
ठीक है। अब
Yes, sir,
कुछ
yes, sir.
इंसाइडर इंफॉर्मेशन भी मिल रहा है।
हाँ सर,
अगर तुम्हारा
तो
कोई
वो
रिश्तेदार
सारा
कुछ
मिलके स्ट्रांग हो गया। यस सर,
सब मिलके एक साथ में स्ट्रांग हो
ठीक
गए।
है।
यस सर।
Market hypothesis is also undergoing through some criticism। What are the criticism? We are talking about perfect market, but generally perfect market is not available in the practical sense। Again, validity, velocity of the new information, when new velocity of flows of the information may not be available to all the investors in the market। Okay, again evaluation of the information, जितना भी इंफॉर्मेशन मिल रहा है, जितना सारे इन्वेस्टर या मार्केट इंटरमीडियरीज है, सारे इन्वेस्टर या सारे मार्केट इंटरमीडियरीज का इतना भी मतलब ज्ञान नहीं है ताकि वो लोग इवेल्युएट कर पाएंगे। There are some common investors, they may not able to evaluate the market information। Are you getting my point? So these are the criticisms faced by efficient market hypothesis। So efficient market hypothesis को लेकर एनालिसिस होता है। one is fundamental analysis, second one is technical analysis। fundamental analysis is otherwise known as, please remember, EIC, economy, industry and company wide analysis। तो जो जितना हम लोग जो स्टॉक प्राइस या इन्वेस्टमेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट की बात कर रहे हैं, मतलब ये कंपनी इशू कर रहे हैं, हाँ या नहीं? We are talking about equity share। So equity share is issued by a particular company। We are talking about by debenture। Again, debenture is issued by a
Yes, sir.
company। So company is performing within the industry and industry is performing within the economy। If economic indicators are better, automatically the industry performance will be better। As a result, the company performance will be better। If the company is performing better, the stock price can go higher and higher। ठीक है। तो ये जो इकोनॉमी वाइड और इंडस्ट्री वाइड और कंपनी वाइड एनालिसिस के लिए सारे फैक्टर होता है। इकोनॉमी वाइड में क्या क्या इंडिकेटर होता है, जैसे जीडीपी होता है, नेशनल इनकम होता है एंड ग्रॉस नेशनल इनकम होता है, इंटरेस्ट रेट होता है, ये सारे चीज रहता है। ठीक है, इफ विल गो थ्रू दिस अंडरस्टैंड। फाइन,
Yes, sir.
आई होप सर हैज ऑलरेडी जॉइंड। यस सर, नो?
Let me
अरे
check, sir.
ओके ओके। सो फ्रॉम
सर
माय
ज्वाइन किए
साइड
थे लेकिन अभी नहीं है सर।
क्या हुआ?
सर ज्वाइन किए थे सर, लेकिन अभी नहीं है सर।
तो जॉइन तो है।
ହେଇଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ପୁଣି ଏବେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ନାହାନ୍ତି
ନାଇଁ
ସାର୍।
ସାର୍ ତ ଅଛନ୍ତି ବୋଧେ ଅନଲାइन।
ଅଛନ୍ତି? ନାଇଁ
नो
ସାର୍,
सर, नो सर।
ଗୋଟେ ମିନିଟ୍। Let me
Okay.
go to check.
So,
Sir, ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ
right
ନାହାନ୍ତି
now,
sir.
eh?
ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ସାର୍ ନାହାନ୍ତି, ମଝିରେ ଆସିଥିଲେ ନା ପୁଣି ନାହାନ୍ତି ଆଉ।
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍ ଅଛନ୍ତି.
ଅଛନ୍ତି?
Sir is there actually.
ହଁ ହଁ ଅଛନ୍ତି ଅଛନ୍ତି।
Okay. So right now I have already made a host to sir, and sir will continue your session. So dear students, during these 10 days you have already taken lot of pain. So how much gain you have already received, you know? Anyway, so very briefly we have already discussed the entire part of the syllabus. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So from my side, wish you all the best for your term exam. So thank you so much for joining with me. Have a great time ahead. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your pleasure, sir. Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night. Good night.
Sir, will you
Thank you,
request
sir.
to
Good night,
Rashmi
sir.
ma'am fill with their, I mean, their
Okay. Okay.
prediction,
No
then
issues.
we will need one
Yeah,
more.
everything. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
ସବୁ ବୁଝିଗଲା।
सुब्रत सर ने की सब मटेरियल शेयर कर दिया है।
हाँ, ग्रुप में शेयर कर दिया ना।
तो 4 ग्रुप में 4 मटेरियल पीपीटी मिला है ना।
हाँ, वही वही ओनली भी 4 बस।
ओके
है ना। आई थिंक 4 ही 4 तो से शेयर करछंदी, ओनली 4 है ना। फ्रेंड्स, am I right?
Yes, I have seen that 4 ones, only 4 chapters the parts.
Can anyone confirm it more than 4? I think only 4 the sir has shared, right? Hello? I think 4, Mr. Pinaki. I think 4.
हाँ, I have seen it. मैंने भी देखा 4 ही है। मुझे पता नहीं था एक्चुअली ज्वाइन करने में, मुझे थोड़ा आज लेट हो गया था, मुझे पता नहीं था इसलिए।
मैं भी तो उस टाइम टेबल हिसाब से बताए थे, तो मैं तो लेट करना था। कुछ पता नहीं।
क्या करे फिर,
Lot of
लड़ते
confusion.
ले रहे हैं।
Anyways.
हाँ, अभी क्लास होगा ना ये इसका मर्चेंट बैंकिंग का। ओके।
Merchant banking and financial
अच्छा,
services.
मर्चेंट बैंकिंग का तो कोई नोट अभी तक मिला नहीं है।
No, I have shared my email ID to with sir, but I have not received. Just let me check again.
Very good evening.
Sir, good evening to sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Is it clearly audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today in the late evening, actually, I had shared 4 PPTs, unit 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
To whom, sir?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, you have
To
already
whom
shared.
you have
Will
sent
you
it,
share?
sir?
Already I have sent those 2 email IDs which you have sent to me. I had already sent the PPTs to those 2 email IDs.
But no, sir, I have not received, sir, because myself Subrat Kumar. I have not received. I have shared my email ID yesterday evening.
So those two email IDs, actually 2 email IDs I have received, and I sent.
Sir is saying that he has sent it today, sir. Sir, am I correct, sir?
Just what 1 hour before I sent it.
Okay, I'll check it, sir. No problem.
Please check it and confirm me.
Whomsoever has received it, please request is there to share in our common group.
Sir,
I
one
don't
email
know
ID is
if there is a
Subrat.
specialized group for FM. I don't know, but
Sir?
in common group, please share it so that we can all get it.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you please confirm, if you don't mind, with the second email ID, which one email ID Subrat and second?
One is Subrat and another. Actually, just a minute.
Sure, sir. Because I have just checked now, I have not received. And
Another is Abhishek.
Abhishek Mishra, right?
Abhishek Mishra. Okay.
Correct.
I have already sent the PPTs to this email ID also.
Sir, we'll check with Abhishek. No problem, sir.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Abhishek, are you there?
Hello. Abhishek, just a minute. I am finding.
Abhishek, are you there? I think you are there, but can you please confirm?
Abhishek Kumar Mishra, he's present, but he is muted.
Yes, I have to check it because.
Okay.
Sir, can your PPTs can be shared to any other else? Actually, Subrat has not yet received, and Abhishek is not responding. That's why.
So after the class over, I will again resend it. Actually, whatever the email ID you have given, I have already shared to that, and the message already sent successfully. And it was
So
showing
Subrat
also.
is saying that he has not received it, sir.
Sebati, yes. Sebati Thatoi or what? That one also I have already sent to that email ID. Sebati Thatoi. Have you received that or not?
Sir, Sebati as the Subrat whom, sir?
सर पिनाकी चटर्जी मेल आईडी सेंड कर दियंतु बेस्ट सब रहइबो
Pinaki Chatterjee. Okay, just you send your email ID to this WhatsApp number. This number is WhatsApp number. Previously, I had given you this number. So just after the conclusion of the class, I will send the PPTs once again. Okay.
Sir, I have shared my email ID in the chat box. If you wish, you can share this your PPTs.
Okay. Sure.
Thank you.
No issue. Okay, so today we'll discuss fifth unit. Actually, we had covered most of the portions of all these units. Few person only left in the unit 4 and unit 3. One thing left, and today we'll discuss unit 5, which is mainly regarding your insurance. So it is not a new concept, but everybody knows it. But let us discuss in detail about this. So tell me, what is your idea regarding the insurance? Do you think that it is one tool for risk management?
Sorry, sir, can you please come again?
Do you think that insurance is one of the effective tools for risk management?
Yes, sir.
How? Can you justify it?
Yes, sir. The insurance, because insurance, when we that can be protect to our risks.
You see, not only about our life, but also about the property.
Yes, I'm saying globally. It's not. I'm not talking about only health insurance. It's as well asset also.
Yes.
All the I'm talking about overall insurance, general and life insurance, as usual health insurance.
Yeah.
Basically, that we're taking for our to protect for our in future risks.
Very good.
Thanks,
So that is why, as it is one of effective tools for risk management, that is why this is what included in this chapter or in your syllabus. So let us understand what is insurance. Insurance is a contract whereby the insurer undertakes to compensate the insured for any loss suffered by the latter in consideration of a premium which is paid for certain period. And there are different insurance companies like LIC, GIC, United India, New India Assurance, etc. They are offering what a wide range of insurance options, and they provide a comprehensive coverage with a affordable premium. An insured can choose the policy according to his need and ability to pay the periodical premium to cover the risk of insurance for the stipulated period. The periodical insurance premium are calculated according to the total insurance amount, which is a specified or estimated value of the property or thing which is insured. Thus, insurance provides a financial protection against a loss arising out of the happening of an uncertain event. Hence, we can conclude that insurance is used as an effective tool for risk management. You have rightly said that. Next, we'll come to the definition part. That is, insurance is a contract between two parties whereby one party agrees to undertake the risk of another in exchange of a consideration which is known as your premium, and promises to pay a fixed sum of money to the other party on happening of an uncertain event. It may be death in case of individuals, or after the expiry of a certain period or maturity period in case of life insurance, or to indemnify the loss to the other party on happening of an uncertain event in case of a general insurance. So general insurance covers everything, that is including your fire insurance, property insurance, motor vehicle insurance, and many other things. So the party bearing the risk is known as insurer or the assurer, and the party whose risk is covered is known as insured or assured. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let us discuss what are the different types of insurance available nowadays. Starting from the life insurance. In the life insurance, particularly descendants family receives the insured amount in the case of a death of the insured, or in other case, the insured himself gets the insured amount. Another one is automobile or motor insurance. Usually, automobile insurances cover damages to the automobile and legal financial expenditures of the automobile driver or cleaner, etc. Third one is your workman compensation insurance. It covers the employee fee, the loss of life, or the total or partial permanent disablement or loss of limbs, or for occupational disease arising out of his employment during and in the course of his employment. Next one is your health insurance. It covers the expenditure associated with the treatment and medical expenditure, including the medicines. Next one is your credit insurance, where the borrowers often fail to repay the debt, loans, and mortgages due to certain unavoidable circumstances. Credit insurance can be of great help to the lenders during such crisis.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
can you please elaborate the workman compensation insurance?
Workmen's compensation, good. Workmen's compensation actually it covers the employees for the loss of life or total or partial permanent disablement, that is loss of limbs. जैसे कि हाथ पैर कुछ टूट गया है और कट गया, तो इसके लिए क्या होता है, और डेथ भी हो सकता है अगर ऐसा कुछ होता है, तो उसके लिए एक क्या होता है, ग्रुप इंश्योरेंस होता है, वर्कमैन कंपनसेशन. उसी के हिसाब से अकॉर्डिंग टू द workman's compensation act, whatever the amount, the total amount due to him, that shall be paid by the workman. That is the insurance होता है, workman compensation insurance होता है, that shall be paid out of that.
Sir, it will be also covered, I think, treatment part also. Am I right?
Yes.
Treatment part, as usual, depend on what is the
Yes.
rules and regulations that for salary
It
that they can get, right?
Yes,
Yes,
it
they can
covers
write.
the treatment, it covers the loss of limbs, or it covers also the death. Okay, if there will be partial disablement or permanent disablement, then also some amount shall be payable according to the Workmen's Compensation Act. Okay, and whatever the amount shall be payable, that amount shall be payable out by this insurance company if the particular organization made the Workmen's Compensation Insurance. Okay. So next one, already credit insurance I discussed, and now we'll discuss the property insurance. Under property insurance, you see what a property protection insurance this provides protection from the risk associated to the to theft, fire, floods, etc. So this type of insurance can be further classified into specialized forms like fire insurance, earthquake insurance, flood insurance, home insurance, boiler insurance, like this. So a wide coverage is there. Next, we'll discuss what are the types of insurance company. What are the various types of insurance company? You can say there are basically two types of insurance companies. What are these? Yes, anybody who can tell, please raise your hand.
Yes, sir.
What are the different types of insurance companies?
Sir,
The life
maybe either a
insurance company.
stock or stock company.
No. Two types of insurance companies are there. Okay, one is your life insurance and another is your general insurance.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so general insurance companies, they provide all type of insurance apart from life insurance, like your fire insurance, marine insurance, vehicle insurance, all these. And a life insurance company, these companies, they dealing with the life insurance, pension products, and annuities. So these are the life insurance companies. Okay. So what are the different types of insurance companies that we discussed? Then what are the different types of insurance that are already discussed? Now we'll discuss what are the types of insurance policies. Okay, what are the different types of insurance policies? So insurance policies provide what there are insurance provides compensation to persons for an anticipated loss of his life, business, or an asset. So insurance is broadly classified into two parts covering different types of risk. One is your life insurance, that is long term. Another is your general insurance, that is non-life. So let us discuss the first one, that is life insurance. जैसे कि उसका definition है a contract in which the insurer undertakes to pay a certain sum of money to the insured either on the expiry of a specified period or on the death of the insured in consideration of a payment or of a premium for a certain period of a time is known as life insurance. It is otherwise called as a life assurance. Generally, the tenure of the life insurance policy is a long-term in nature. It may either be for a certain period or whole life period of the insured. Insurance against the risk to one's life is covered under ordinary life insurance. Ordinary life insurance can be further classified into several types. What are the several types of ordinary life insurance? First one is your whole life assurance. In whole life assurance, insurance companies, they collect premium from the insured for whole life or till the time of his retirement and pays the claim to the family of the insured only after his death. Another variety is the endowment assurance. In the endowment assurance, the term of the policy is defined for a specified period. You can say it about for 15 years or 20 years or 25 years or 30 years. The insurance company pays the claim to the family of the assured in the event of his death within the policy period or in an event of the assured surviving the policy period. In the event of insured surviving beyond the coverage or specified period, then the maturity value or the sum assured along with the bonus shall be paid to the insured himself. Is that clear regarding endowment assurance?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Another one is your assurance for children, or
Sir,
which you
sir,
can. Yes.
sir, but there is no PPT. We are not able to see.
Actually, for this, actually, I have not prepared the PPT, and I was when what I joined the class first time, and then I again left the class. At that time only, I was preparing the PPT. PPT. Part of that I have prepared. So I am trying to compile it, and tomorrow morning I will send it to the mail. Okay,
Sure,
as
sure,
you
sir.
have given the.
Thank you.
Okay. The third variety, that is assurance for children, or which is called child's deferred assurance. Under this policy, the insurance company pays the claim to the insured on the maturity date of the policy, which is calculated to coincide either with the date of the child's 18th or 21st birthday, or attaining the majority. Generally, what we are attaining the majority at the age of 18 years. Okay, so either the child attaining the age of 18th or 21st birthday, or attaining the majority, this policy generally matches. The policyholder may either claim the payment on the date of maturity period, or continue the insurance coverage also. If the parent dies before the option date, the policy remains continued until the option date without paying the premium for the remaining period. Suppose the child dies before the option date, then the parent gets back the premium plus the bonus. Is that clear regarding child's deferred assurance?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Good. Then there is term insurance. So everybody is acquainted with this term, that is term insurance. Term policy जो हम बताते हैं. So term assurance is a life insurance which provides coverage at a fixed rate of a payment for a limited period of a time in respect of the term offered by the assured. In case the insured dies during the term, the death benefit will be paid to the beneficiary. If the insured survives after that period expires, either he has to pay the additional premium for obtaining further coverage, or he has to forgo the coverage. Okay, that means you will make the payment of the premium till your death. If you are not able to pay, then you are supposed to forgo that. So it is the least expensive way to purchase a substantial death benefit on a coverage amount over a specific period of time. That is why only at the young age you should prefer this term insurance, right? And particularly this type of a policy is suitable whenever you are very young, because at that time the premium shall be very less. But if you want to make a term policy after attaining the age of 50 years, then it will be very costly.
Yes, sir. Premium will be high.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Because risk factor is more after
Exactly.
attaining
It's depend on
the
age.
50.
It's depend on age factor. That's why.
Yeah, yes. That is why it is advisable to take at the early stage.
Correct.
Next one is your annuities. So annuities is a contract under which the insurer, or that is the insurance company, promises to pay the insured a series of payments until the insured's death, and the insured make the premium payment in the mode of either lump sum or installments to the insurer. Generally, life annuity is chosen by a person having surplus wealth and wants to use this money after his retirement. The annuities can be further classified into two types. First one is your immediate annuity, and another is your deferred annuity. Immediate annuity means that the insured pays a lump sum amount, that is the purchase price, to the insurer, and in turn the insurer promises to pay him a specified sum on a monthly or quarterly or half yearly or yearly basis. Another one is a deferred annuity. Here you can purchase either by the way of installments or by paying a single premium, and the insured receives the annuity after the after the period. Another variety that is a money back policy. A money back policy is issued for a particular period, and the sum assured is paid through periodical payments to the insured, spread over this time period. In case of a death of the insured within the term of the policy, full sum assured along with the bonus accruing on it is payable by the insurance company to the nominee of the deceased. Generally, money back policy is preferred by the person who requires periodical receipts. So this is about all about your life insurance policies. Next, we will discuss general insurance. Under general insurance, particular general insurance is known as a non-life insurance, and it is normally meant for short-term period of 12 months or less. In recent years, insurance companies are entering the long-term insurance agreements also, and the period would not exceed 5 years. So general insurance can be classified into different varieties. Let us discuss them. The first one is your fire insurance.
Sir, it is not exceed. Sir,
Yes,
it will not
yes.
exceed a period of
5 years.
sir. Okay, sir.
ओके मैक्सिमम
Yes, sir.
अप टू 5 years. पहले तो ये सब 1 साल के लिए था, लेकिन अभी अभी कुछ कंपनी मैक्सिमम 5 years के लिए दे रहे हैं ये जनरल इंश्योरेंस जो कर रहे हैं. आप व्हीकल इंश्योरेंस कर सकते हो 2 years 3 years के लिए कर सकते हो. तो पहले लेकिन नहीं हो रहा था ना, 1 साल के लिए हम कर रहे थे. अभी आप 2-3 साल के लिए भी एक टाइम कर सकते हो. और जो हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस वो भी, हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस तो दूसरा एस्पेक्ट है, नॉट कमिंग अंडर द जनरल इंश्योरेंस. So in the general insurance, this facility is now started that maximum period is 5 years. Okay, and under that the fire insurance is coming. Fire insurance provides protection against the damage to the property which is caused by the accident due to fire, lightning or explosion. So fire insurance also include damage caused due to the other perils like storm or flood, burst of a pipe, earthquake, riot, civil जो होता है communalism, malicious damage, explosion, ये सब. Aircraft, due to the impact of aircraft, suppose aircraft crash हो गया और किसी के घर में जाकर लग गया, तो fire insurance also covered it. Next one is your marine insurance. So this is meant for what? Cargo
Sir,
and
what is the second one?
marine insurance. Marine insurance का मतलब क्या होता है? जो ship होता है, it covers the loss by the ship पे अगर आपका cargo कुछ जा रहा है और जो freight दे रहे हो और जो people जो ship में जा रहे हैं उनका कुछ property है उसमें, तो these are the things which are covered under the marine insurance. Basically, it is meant for cargo. Okay, so the cargo and the freight are the 3 basic risk coverage area for the marine insurance. Those risk areas are exposed to are collectively known as perils of the sea. So these perils include theft, fire, and collision. So इसमें क्या क्या होता है? एक होता है marine cargo, दूसरा होता है marine hull, और जो होता है जो पेरिल्स ऑफ द सी, जैसे कि थेफ्ट, फायर, कोलिशन, ये सब होता है. तो मैरीन कार्गो में क्या होता है? मैरीन कार्गो पॉलिसी प्रोवाइड्स प्रोटेक्शन टू द गुड्स loaded in a ship against all perils between the departure and the arrival to warehouse. Therefore, marine cargo covers carriage of the goods by sea as well as the transportation of the goods by the land till the warehouse. Okay. And the second one is in marine hull, HULL, marine hull. So marine hull policy provides protection against damage to ship caused due to the perils of the sea. In the event of any loss sustained due to the collision at sea, marine hull policy covers only 3/4 liability of the hull owner, that is ship owner, and the remaining 1/4 of the liability is looked after by association formed by the ship owners for the purpose. Okay, in case of this type of insurance, so whenever there will be any peril by which the ship damage, the entire damage is not covered. Rather, 3/4 liability of the ship owner are covered by the company, whereas 1/4 of the liability is looked after by the association formed by the ship owners for this purpose. Okay. Let us discuss regarding the insurance industry in India. India has a deep-rooted history in the field of insurance. In fact, the principle of insurance finds place even in the olden periods, starting from the period of the Kautilya, who has written the Arthashastra. Those writings talk in terms of a pooling of resources that could be redistributed in times of the calamities, such as fire, floods, and epidemics and famine. This was probably a pioneer to modern day insurance. Ancient Indian history has preserved the earliest traces of insurance in the form of marine trade, loans, and carrier contracts like this. So there was a good heritage of this insurance. But particularly in 1818, the Oriental Life Insurance Company was established in Kolkata. It failed in the year 1834 due to the business of Madras Equitable Life Insurance, which was started in Madras from the year 1829. The Brighton Insurance Company Limited was formed in 1850, and it was the first general insurance sector in India. The British Insurance Act was enacted in 1870, and the Bombay Mutual 1871, Oriental in 1874, and Empire of India 1897. Insurance companies were started in 1907. Indian Mercantile Insurance Limited was also started, which was the first company to handle all forms of Indian insurance. A new era began in the Indian insurance sector by passing of the Life Insurance Act in 1912. The Indian Insurance Companies Act was passed in 1928, and the Act empowered the government of India to gather necessary information about the life insurance and non-life insurance organizations operating in the Indian financial markets. This Act was amended in 1938 with comprehensive provisions for effective control over the activities of the insurers to protecting the interest of the public. The principal agency system was abolished in the Amendment Act 1950. On 19th January 1956, an ordinance was passed for nationalizing the life insurance sector, and the Life Insurance Corporation came into existence. In the year 1972, with the passing of the General Insurance Business Nationalization Act, general insurance business was nationalized with the effect from 1st January 1973. 107 insurers were amalgamated and grouped into 4 companies, namely National Insurance Company Limited, the New India Assurance Company Limited, the Oriental Insurance Company Limited, and the United India Insurance Company Limited. This is what nationalization of the insurance companies. The General Insurance Corporations of India was incorporated as a company in 1971, and it commenced business on January 1st, 1970. Now we will discuss regarding the reforms in Indian insurance sector. In 1993, the government set up a committee under the chairmanship of R.N. Malhotra, that is former governor of RBI, to propose recommendations for reforms in the insurance sector. Here, the objective was to complement the reforms initiated in the financial sector. Following the recommendations of this Malhotra Committee report, in the year 1999, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority, that is IRDA, was constituted as an autonomous body to regulate and develop the insurance sector. The IRDA was incorporated as a statutory body in April 2000, and the key objective of IRDA include promotion of competition so as to enhance the customer satisfaction through increased consumer choice and lower premium, ensuring the financial security of the insurance market. To safeguard the interest of insurance policy holders and to initiate different policy measures to help sustain growth in the Indian insurance sector. IRDA has notified 27 regulations on various issues such as registration of insurers, regulation on insurance agents, solvency margin, reinsurance, obligation of insurers to rural and social sector, investment and accounting procedures, protection of policyholders' interest, etc. IRDA brought out guidelines on initial public offer (IPOs). At present, the number of insurance companies operating in India is 24 general insurance companies and 23 life insurance companies. The growth rate of insurance sector is enormously increasing day by day. The contribution of insurance service sector in the country's GDP is 7%. Insurance sector is strengthening the risk-taking ability of the country and promoting for the economic development by providing long-term funds for the infrastructure development. So with this particularly, we have concluded the insurance, entire insurance, all the details regarding the insurance. Any doubts in anything which I had discussed? Of course, there was no PPT. That is why you people
Yes,
are
sir.
facing problem. So
Yes, sir.
definitely, I will prepare this PPT and I will send to you. It may maximum it will take 1 to 2 days, but other PPTs I have already sent to you. And again, also after the conclusion of this class, I will again resend them. Okay. So another thing left, that is what factoring. The factoring PPT already I have sent to you, and now I am also sharing it. Just wait. Now the screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So another thing, that is factoring. Today we'll discuss regarding this. What is a factoring? A factoring is an arrangement between an agency, that is called a factor, and a business concern. And this arrangement is a financial service which is provided by an institution. This institution is technically called a factor. And the factor undertakes the task of realizing the debts or bills receivables on behalf of its customers and make the payment to its clients, that is the creditors. For this service, factors they charge commission, and the entire process is known as factoring. Factoring services originated in the USA and UK, and the specialized financial institutions were established to do this financial service. It helps the firms to meet their working capital requirements by selling their receivables. I think you people are quite new to this concept, that is factoring. Actually, factoring is nothing new. Here, only what is happening, suppose a farm is there and the farm sell its product to its customers on credit. But later on, it by finding difficult to make the collection. Then what will happen? There are two options. Either he will take the charge of collection to another party, so that that party will collect the debts for him, on the payment of a commission. Otherwise, that party will entirely purchase all the bills receivable, so that that party will able to collect it from the customers directly and can also take legal actions. But they never undertook the bad debts. Is that clear?
Please repeat again, sir, please.
Actually, you see, factoring, it is nothing new. It is just a simple arrangement between an agent and a company. That is a suppose I had given the example, same example I am giving again, or after I have cited one. What is that we are calling a format I have given. According to that format, also you will be able to better understand that whenever a person, suppose a company, suppose sells the goods on credit to its customers, and finding it is very difficult to collect the debt from them, so that what it can give the charge of a collection of the debts to other party for a commission. That is also one type of a factoring. Otherwise, it can sell its bills receivables and sundry debtors to that party, and that party will collect these and also initiate legal action against these customers who will not make the payment, having the ability to pay, but it never includes your bad debts.
Sir,
Okay.
sir,
And it helps the firms to meet their working capital requirements by selling their receivables. Yes, tell your doubts.
sir, can we consider for this concept to LC?
Yes, yes.
LC, letter of credit. Can we consider that? Because this is a certain type of nature, what sir you said.
Actually, you see, letter of credit is one instrument, but here I am discussing factoring. That is one type of agreement.
Sir,
Okay, or
that's
it is one type of arrangement. Factoring is an arrangement
yes.
between an agent and a firm.
Okay,
Okay.
but
It is
LC,
applicable in exporting.
sir, LC
Yeah,
also stands for that.
yes, yes, it is also applicable for the export purpose. That is what we can tell it that overseas factoring, whereby the bankers, but particularly the merchant bankers, they are appointed as overseas factoring agents, and so that what will happen? Suppose if you have sent the goods to or exported goods to your party on credit, and the particularly that overseas factor, that merchant banker will collect the credit from the concerned party.
Yeah, that's correct, sir. But my concern is that the LC is also stands for the same thing.
But LC is a particular document.
Yes, but
Okay.
document that is totally guaranteed by bank. If I
Yes,
am the
yes.
seller, if I am the seller and X is
That,
the buyer, and I am
yes,
just buyer, I am just asking to buyer by I need a one LC that will be blocked with bank. So
yes. Whatever
specific
you are
particular the
telling.
future debt that bank has to liability to pay that amount.
Yes, yes. Whatever you are telling, in that
Yeah.
case, particularly, there is no need of a factoring.
Okay, okay.
If there is a LC, if there is a LC, then there is no need of a factoring. Why there will be factoring and unnecessary
But
commission?
for this case, LC bank is also giving guarantee to
Ha,
the
ha. But both are different. Here the factoring is a different aspect, and LC is a different aspect. LC is a letter of credit, and it is a completely what a guarantee made by the bank.
correct.
Okay,
But it's
but
a different between that LC and factoring. I just
ha, ha.
want to
Here
highlight.
you see only in a letter of credit it shall be issued by the banker,
Correct,
right? But
correct.
the factor may not be a banker.
Yes, that's right. Anyone agent can be.
Ha, ha, ha.
Yes.
Anyone can be a factor. Just I told you na. Suppose
Okay.
you sold the goods to Mr. X and unable to collect that debt, then you can appoint me as your factor, so that I will collect that debt for you and I will charge a commission.
Okay.
Okay.
But that
Similar
means
what
third party they have just hired to
Yes, yes,
taking
yes,
back,
yes.
the responsibility to collect that money.
Exactly, exactly. And how it helps as a tools of working capital management, I am telling you. Suppose you see a small banking organization who started giving small loan amount of about 50,000 or 70,000, 80,000 like. So it will give credit to what loans to many person. And now what is happening for its working capital, it don't have any fund. So what it can do, it can sell a part of its loans to a third party. So that what will happen? The third party will collect that and will pay after deducting the his commission.
Okay, just like if sir, if I'm not wrong, if you are I'm just purchasing one car on car loan, and that's
Yes.
what the car company has been hired one third party to recover that amount. Am I right, sir?
Good.
Can you
Yes.
consider this example for factoring?
Ha.
Okay, got it, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Actually, what is happening? You see now the nationalized banks. You can take the example of SBI. SBI, suppose you will take some car loans and all these things, and SBI found that these accounts are going to be NPA. Okay.
Yes.
So what is happening? They are now entering into agreement with a third party, so
Got
that
it.
the third party will purchase those loans.
Got
Right?
it, sir. Got it, sir. Fair enough, sir. Got it.
Okay. So the definition, according to Peter M. Bisco's, factoring is a continuing legal relationship between a financial institution, that is the factor, and a business concern, that is the client, selling goods or providing services to the trade customers, whereby the factor purchases the client's book debts, either with or without recourse to the client, and in relation thereto, controls the credit extend to customers and administers the sales ledger. According to the report which was submitted by the RBI by Mr. C.S.A. Kalyan Sundaram, factoring is a continuing arrangement under which a financing institution assumes the credit and a collection functions for its client, purchases receivables as they arise with or without recourse for the credit loss, that is the customer's financial inability to pay. Recourse means, you understand, with or without recourse. That is what a customer's financial ability to pay, whether the customers they are able to pay or not. That is with or without recourse. Then maintains the sales ledger, attends to the other bookkeeping duties relating to such accounts, and performs other auxiliary functions. So these are the various functions which are defined according to the act and the report which was submitted by Mr. C.S. Kalyan Sundaram to the RBI. So a factoring is one arrangement or agreement between two parties, whereby one party purchases or takes over the book debts or the receivables of another party for a commission. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
Thank you, sir.
Now let us discuss few characteristics of a factoring. Factoring is an arrangement between the financial institution and a business concern, which already we discussed, and it is an activity of selling the firm's receivable to a factoring organization. Here, book debts are assigned in favor of the factor. Factoring is not a negotiable instrument like your check. Then factors act as a collection agent or representative of the firm, and a factor charges commission or gets discount on the book debts. Factor can get margin in the range of 5% to 20%. So these are the few characteristics. Apart from this,
Sir,
yes, anyone?
definition of sir, ସେଇଟା ଆଉ ଥରେ ଦେଖେଇବେ କି factoring ର
Okay.
definition?
This PPT is already shared to you. So no issue. You can go through the PPT.
Sir, yes, sir. Abhishek has received that you have shared yesterday.
Okay,
I mean,
okay,
before
okay.
1 hour.
Thank you, sir.
How many
I-
PPT? Only 4 PPT there he has received.
4 PPT, that means unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, and unit 4.
That will covered all that 4 PPT will be covered all the I mean
Yes, yes.
okay,
And
okay.
another PPT, fifth unit PPT, within a day or two, I will send to the same email ID. Okay.
Yes,
Sure,
sir.
sir, sure.
Yes. I have
Okay.
shared all the in the finance and official group.
Yes, Abhishek, that's I was saying you had shared already.
Okay, Abhishek, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Abhishek, Abhishek,
Yeah.
no, I am not
Oh,
in the group, in the finance specialization group.
a main
So,
group, say study main group, MB.
Mr. Pinaki, I will share with you. I have your number. I will share with you.
thank you.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, madam, you have some doubts definition part?
sir ଆଉ ଥରେ
Key definition. Okay. According to the Peter M. Discourse, factoring is a continuing legal relationship between a financial institution, that is the factor, and a business concern, that is the client. The client is selling goods or providing services to the trade customers, whereby the factor purchases the client's book debts either with or without recourse. With or without recourse means without that is whether the party is able to, that means the financial ability or inability to pay, that is what recourse, with or without recourse. And in relation thereto, controls the credit extend to customers and administers the sales ledger. That means what? Here you see a third party is taking the charge of the collection of debtors, book debts, and bills receivables. And concerning to that, whatever the administrative works required, they are also performing that. For that purpose, they are charging a commission. Is that clear, madam?
yes sir
Sir, if you kindly explain 1 second recourse.
Okay, recourse means what? Here you see, if you judge the financial ability to pay by the customer, then it is recourse. Without judging, that is without recourse. Okay, that means judging the financial ability to pay, that is recourse. So if you don't judge, then that is without recourse. Okay,
Okay, sir.
good. Then the characteristics I have discussed, nothing to mention here because all the characteristics are very easy and lucid language. Then few others are there. The normal period of a factoring is 90 to 150 days and rarely exceeds 150 days. Why? Normal period of a factoring is 90 to 150 days and rarely exceeds 150 days. Why? Do you think any logic behind that?
What, sir?
Do you find there is any logic is there for this?
Normal period of factoring is 18 days and no, sir,
90
no
to
idea.
150 days.
No idea, sir.
Actually, you see, there is a cycle. Cycle means what? Operating cycle. There is an operating cycle. Operating cycle means what? Once you sell the good, then goods will convert into your sundry debtors. Then sundry debtor converted into bills receivable, and finally bills receivable converted into cash. So for this conversation, maximum period is 150 days. That is why they have given it 90 to 150 days, because after that the interest shall be chargeable. That is why they are making the maximum period that 90 to 150 days. Within that period, the debt should be cleared. Okay, this logic they are taking.
Sir,
Yes.
it is a rules. Sir, this is a rules by the RBI that the period will be within 90 to 150 days.
Yes. RBI had issued a guideline to this respect also, and maximum credit period should not be exceed 150 days. If 150 days, if the credit period will exceed from 150 days, then the party should charge rate of interest as per the RBI guidelines. That is why they have considered this 90 to 150 days. Okay. Then factoring is not possible in case of a bad debt. As I already told you from the very beginning, if it is bad debt, for the bad debt actually, the factors, they are not entering into agreement. Then another, you see, credit rating is also not mandatory here. And factoring
Sir,
can
bad debts means what is here? Sir, factoring
debt
is not possible in case of bad debts means what?
yes, bad debt concept I am making you clear. Suppose I have sold, I have many customers, okay, and to whom I sold on credit. But I want after selling, then I am 100% clear that these are the following persons who are not going to make the payment. Okay, those are called as bad debts. That means debt when becomes bad, it is
Okay,
considered
sir.
as a bad debt. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So once you are clear that it is a bad debt and the factors they are not going into bad debt. That means they are not ready to take the bad debt because there is what maximum risk of non-collection. Next, credit rating is also not mandatory here, and factoring can be with or without recourse to the seller on non-payment by the buyers that already I mentioned you, and it is a method of off-balance sheet financing. That means what it is never affect your balance sheet. That is off-balance sheet financing, and a cost of factoring is always equal to the finance cost plus operating cost. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? जो whatever the commission you will pay to the party plus whatever if you are giving any discount to the party for the collection of the debtor. So both will be included into that. That is cost of factoring. Okay, the cost of factoring is always equal to the finance cost plus operating cost. So these are the few characteristics of factoring. Now we'll discuss regarding the modus operandi of a factoring. Modus operandi means the how it operates. Basically, there are three parties to a domestic factoring agent. Again, there are a domestic factoring agent and there is a offshore factoring agent. So if it is your domestic factoring arrangement, then there are three parties. A business firm who is a supplier to sell sell the goods or services, then debtor who is a buyer of the goods and services provided by the firm, and a factor who is a financial institution or intermediary between the firm and the debtor who provides the factoring services. So here what is happening, you see, firm sells the goods to the buyer or customers on credit, and he sends the invoice to the customers directly and also collect the payment directly from the customer. The firm may also arrange for the factors to collect the receivables. Various processes are involved when the firm entrusts the collection activities to the factor. What are these activities? Let's see. Here I have made a diagram. Here you see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, like I have marked. And here you see the firm, debtor, and a factor. This is what the relationship of the factoring. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, I have marked in the next paper. You see, next slide. A is a firm, gets an order of a purchase of a goods or services on credit through its customers. B is a firm who sends goods or services and invoice to his customers, and the firm may inform a direct that the invoice is assigned to and must be paid to a factor. C, that is firm sends invoice to the factor along with the other valid proof of dispatch. Then factor provides the prepayment to the client. It can be up to 80 to 90% of the invoice value. So why 80 to 90% of the invoice value? Here the factor provides the prepayment to the client and it can be up to 80 to 90%. Why? Because as I already told you that the factors, they are charging a commission of 10 to 20%. Okay, so that means what? Whenever the factor, they are taking the entire charge of the bills, then they are what? Then they are first initially they are making the payment of 80 to 90% of the invoice value, and then they are taking the charge for the collection of a debtors. Now they will collect the debtors, and after 100% collection, then they will deduct their commission amount, and if something will be left, then they will make the payment to the client. Is that clear? Is that clear or any doubts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
But, sir, ये जो payment can be जो 80 to 90%
Yes.
prepayment, it should be as per agreement has been earlier made between that seller and supplier.
Obviously, it is one agreed relationship. That is why it is also agreed upon 80 to 90%. But
Correct.
why it is 80 to 90%? The logic is that as they are charging a commission which is a maximum up to 20%, so it is 80 to 90%. That means they will first take the debts, book debts, and everything, and they will make the payment of 80 to 90%. So that after collection from the debtors, then they will deduct their commission. If anything left after that, then that shall be paid by them to the concerned party.
Correct, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Through the invoice presented, the factor maintains the sales ledger for the client, and statements of accounts are sent to the customers on a monthly basis. The factor takes over the collection of the book debt, and reminders are sent when the invoices are overdue, and the client gets information about all the factoring transactions through monthly and weekly reports provided by the factor. Actually, factors what they are professionals in this for the collection of debts. That is why they are doing systematically their work, and they are following a particular system. And what is the system that I have already described? And let us discuss what are the different types of a factoring. There are different forms of factoring or arrangement based on the type of special features which are attached to them. And these are domestic factoring, export factoring, then full service factoring, maturity factoring, advance factoring, agency discounting, and bank participation factoring. So these are the few types of factoring. The first one is a domestic factoring. Here, domestic factoring is a transaction of sales relating to the domestic, which is categorized into three forms: disclosed factoring, undisclosed factoring, and invoice discounting. Disclosed factoring means here the name of the factor which is disclosed to the customers right from the beginning, so that the customers shall make the payment to the factors directly. Okay. And the second one is your recourse factoring. Here the factor purchases the receivables of the firm and collects the debts from the customers, and the firm is responsible to the factor when the customers fails to pay the amount on the maturity. That means if they are unable to make the payment, then the firm shall be held responsible, not the factor. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Another form is a non-recourse factoring. Here the factor undertakes to collect the debt from the customers. In case of a non-recourse factoring, that is, the factor may settle the amount to its client then and there, or pay the balance amount at the end of the credit period. The advantage of non-recourse factoring is that the firm may discontinue the service of a factoring at any time. Right? And another one is a undisclosed factoring. Here the factor realizes the money from the debts in the name of the seller, because the factoring arrangement is not informed or disclosed to the firm's customers. And this method particularly is popular in UK. Here you see, you will take the money from Mr. X, and after a few days Mr. Y will come to you and he will ask, you have taken the money from Mr. X, now you are supposed to make this payment to me. Okay, this type of one. And another one is your invoice discounting. The factor provides the finance through discounting the bills, and the rate of discount is based on the market trends. So these are the few types of. Then another one is your export factoring. Export factoring, here particularly a bank acts as export factoring, and it is located in the exporter's country, collects a guaranteed payment of export proceeds on behalf of his client from the debtor, that is the importer, and this is called your export factoring. Next one is your full servicing factoring. It is also known as without recourse factoring service. It offers all types of services such as finance, sales, ledger administration, collection, debt protection, and advisory service. It is it is speciality is that it gives protection to the client against the bad debts. Particularly full servicing factoring, in the full service factoring, they are taking the entire responsibility, and you are supposed to only sell the goods instead of thinking how I will collect and when I will collect and from whom to collect. Just you need to sell only on credit. Okay. And next one is your maturity factoring. Under this type of payment is made only on the guaranteed payment date on or a date of a collection. So financing facility is not provided to the client. So all other facilities are provided by it except financing facility. So that we cannot use it for the purpose of working capital finance. Another is your advance factoring. Advance factoring makes an advance payment to its clients. The advance payment covers up to 70 to 80% or 80 to 90% of the receivables which are factored, and the factor collects interest on the advance payments made. The balance amount is settled to the client on the date of the maturity. Another one, that is agency discounting. This kind of a factoring, the factor provides only financing facility and a protection against bad debts. The other services such as maintenance of sales ledger and carrying out of the collection of the book debts, etc., are not provided by the factor. And the last variety, that is bank participation factoring. In this system of a factoring, the factor arranges an advance amount from a bank. For this service, the factor pays interest to the bank and makes the advance to the client. Okay, so these are the few types of factoring services which are provided to the client. And one diagram I have made here, functions of the factors. These are the basic functions: maintenance of a sales ledger, collection facility, then financing facility, credit control, and advisory service. So this is depending upon the nature of the factor. So what is the maintenance of sales ledger? That is maintenance of the client sales ledger, sending periodical reports to the clients on the current status of the receivables, and a maintenance of the payment schedule. Second one is a provision of a collection or facility, helps the client in the following ways. Firm may concentrate on its other activities since it is free from collection work. And a cost reduction, savings in the manpower, time and effort due to outsourcing of the collection activity. And the systematic collection of receivables is possible with the help of a professional manpower. Due to the timely demand of the factors, the prompt collection can be made. And a factor initiates legal action on customers to secure the payment. So this is all about your factoring. Any doubts if you have regarding the factoring which I discussed now?
No, sir, from my end, no doubts.
Okay, so today this is the last class.
Yes,
so
sir.
so thank you all of you for
Sir.
bearing so much pain in attending these online classes.
No, no.
Of course it is very painful
No,
because
sir, no, sir, no, not at all.
because most of you are in service executives. That is why I know how much pain you have taken. Thank you so much for your patience and perseverance, and wish you all the best for your end term examination.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, as we have already discussed, you told us you will share some important questions regarding on this paper. Is that possible?
Actually, I had discussed this with your Rasmi ma'am. Rasmi ma'am also given me assurance that I will share the questions. but unfortunately, actually, she is not well now. And after discussion with her, actually, what the first time I am teaching to the this distance syllabus,
Okay.
but generally I am teaching to the what regular students, MBA students. That is why there is a difference in the question, pattern of the question. That is why once after seeing the verifying the pattern of the question, they can, if possible, then I can also, I will request the ma'am. If the ma'am will not send it in the group, then I will at least mail to some of you. Okay.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir. Sir, sir,
Okay.
please.
So thank
It
you
will be
so much.
helpful for us, all of us.
Obviously, as a teacher, our main objective is to help the students so that you people at least be successful in your endeavor.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
for your cooperation. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, friends. Bye. Hello.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
Good night.